Oh.
I didn't expect Plain Arcadia to have a spot as peaceful as this.
It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely.
I guess there are pros and cons. Even after all these years, public transport around here is still a huge hassle.
I mean, it's one of the coolest looking stations
ever. A
ever.
fair distance away. We'll have to walk the rest of the way.
Walking with our buddies. Perfect. Hello, BB Gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Ormer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. We're back in Seafell City. This place is stunning. I proclaimed it a place that I would definitely love to just live in. It's so cool. And I guess just because it's the mixture of new neon kind of technology, kind of a city feel on the top of a harbor. You get the best of both worlds of stuff that I always wanted to kind of live in. A harbor place and a city place. But we're about to do something that's really scary. And it's crazy that we've fought crazy bosses, we fought world-ending creatures, and for some reason I think it's very effective. The fact that the debate with Full Wish is one of the scariest things we've ever done, right? This is one of the most terrifying things we've ever had to experience. I'm nervous. I'm nervous as heck.
We're here.
And that shows how effective Full Wish is as a villain so far. The fact that, again, world-ending bosses, destructive creatures, and, debating Full Wish is one of the scariest things. Because we don't know what's going to happen. Oh, man. Look at this place.
Looky here. How is the white striped wolf polling so high? Just because he looks cool? What gives?
What, they're looking at polls?
Huh? That detective? Where do you get a title like that?
Oh, so maybe it's the Phantasm Moon game poll?
Oh, that special program? It's wrapping up already. By the way, when was the deadline again?
Yesterday.
Looks pretty normal. I thought someone would be here to welcome us.
It is a bit unusual. We should be on our guard.
Yeah.
I'm not a supplicant, so I can't go up on stage with you later. Will you be nervous facing the cameras alone?
Man, it's really sweet that Himigo's thinking of us as well. Depends on the size of the audience. Even if I'm nervous, I've still got to step up. Yeah, 100%. We have to do it.
Time truly flies.
Oh, stop it.
You're all grown up now.
Stop it.
Perhaps it won't be long before you no longer need my guidance.
Never, 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 never. We will always need your guidance, Himiko.
Don't worry. I'll always be standing right where you
Jesus,
can
man.
see me.
This one, she's the greatest. She really is. Yeah, she's our mother, right? She's our mother. Because I always say her and Kafka are both our mothers, right? I feel like Himiko is our stepmother who became almost like our regular mother. You know what I mean? That type of story you see in a movie sometimes. And she is kind of like that. And this is not only just true in words, right? Because you can have a character say I'll always be there for you, right? But if you've seen before them not actually being that much there for us, it's okay, that's sweet, I guess, thank you. But for a character that Himiko, who at every turn has supported us and has always had a hand on our backs, and when things have gotten tough, she stepped up and stepped in almost instantly. It's this has so much weight to it. So much weight to it.
Let's go find Sunday and the others.
A character that has always been there for us, a character who's always supported us. As I said, when at the worst points in our journeys, she's always been the one to try and motivate us, or just straight up step in and do some damage. I always think it's so interesting when you have big places like this that have companies that have big gigantic screens and very expensive design choices. And it is literally just because they have to companies weirdly have to look the part as well as because if you walk into a building and you're an investor or you're someone who wants to work with them, you walk into a building and it's really plain and non-interesting about anything, and it just looks like a regular building, that psychologically puts people off, which I always find so strange, right? It's what should matter is how good the company is, right? And how well the company is would work for your company. But they actually do have to invest in appearance as well, which is always so crazy to me. Look at the sun out here. Oh my god, it's beautiful. The camera that is set up, its position looks a little strange. There's no need for it to exist. Leaning for a closer look. Just another boring corner, not even worth stopping for, let alone finding anything newsworthy. Not even a corner like this is spared. You can't imagine how complete the camera coverage is here. That's an interesting way to put it.
Really need to tread carefully.
That's a really interesting way to put it. Right?
Listen, give it a rest. Can't I get a moment's peace before the debate starts?
Ah,
That
Ashvale?
voice. Is that Mr. Ashvale?
So what happened was it became a thing where we were like, you had to. Was that a choice of what we had to go and who we had to go and talk to? Because like then it changed to having multiple optional stuff. But yeah, oh my god, like is this like a? Oh, it's like a. Very cool. This is very common as well, right? In like gigantic companies. I remember like when I first found this out, it's like, man, you have a company where you have like your own coffee shop, you know? But now like it's actually like a pretty common thing, I think, in like, you know, major corporations to have like a coffee shop as well in like their own, you know, business. And it used to, again, as when I found out about it like as a teenager, I wasn't like, whoa, it was more just like, oh my god, that's like so interesting, right? You know, you have your own corporate coffee shop. Not that I'm like praising the corporate lifestyle, you still have to pay for your coffee. You know what I mean? You still have to pay. It's not like, oh, they're giving you free coffee. No, it's like, I guess not a coffee shop. It looks like more like a ramen shop, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like more like, oh, no, it's a ramen shop. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's a food store, for sure. Yeah. Well, my coffee thing still stands. I always found it to be like so crazy when I was younger for some reason.
What's going on? Blue chips are out of stock again?
What can you do? Those are blue chips we're talking
Jesus,
about.
the voice.
An Arcadia
Oh, is that
bestseller for over a decade. One bite drops you to a whole new world of crunch.
Why are you advertising to this dude who knows about them?
Exquisite! A taste sent from another dimension!
Is this a film set or something?
Yeah, because he's very like advertising there. I don't want to say so because I've already like now said like, oh yeah, companies have to make themselves look flashy and like, oh my god, it's so crazy that they have their store. It sounds like I'm doing like an advertisement for corporate like businesses. Like, oh yeah, they have to be flashy. They have cool stores in their buildings. I just meant it more as like an observational thing and like, you know, a realistic thing. I have no desires ever to be in the corporate world. Like, it's like one of those things where like as a kid, like when I was like younger, like I was like 5 years old or something, I thought that like, no, the where you're supposed to end up is like in a cubicle, which is nothing wrong. I'm not saying like if you work in a cubicle right now, like, you know, whatever your job is, I'm not trying to say like, yo, you are not doing stuff in life that's good. No, it's like as a kid, I thought that's all there was. I thought you go into a cubicle. You know what I mean? You have your own cubicle. But then you quickly realize like that's just like, you know, a lot of people don't like that, and I definitely would not want to do that. But sometimes you do, and it's what people desire, I suppose. But yeah, I have no desire to ever praise or enter corporate businesses. Yeah.
Oh, this is a disaster. We didn't pick up a single scoop worth mentioning from the first two supplicants. Oh, how am I supposed to publish any of this?
What's the rush? I'll head over in a bit, find an angle, snap a few shots. The headline is entirely up to you. Frowning over such a trifle? You should hurry up and get that happiness surgery done when you get the chance.
Do not. The first two supplicants? Oh, you're talking about the Sunday at Asheville over there?
Hey, maybe we should save this for when we're back upstairs. This really isn't the best place to talk.
This isn't the best place to talk, huh? Very cool. Very, very cool. Because again, this also adds to the idea of like, because I feel like, you know, we can say like this is a thing in our time was where newspapers are trying to get the best scoop and they're trying to get the people to click on their stuff and watch their stuff. But like one thing that they've done so well here in Honkai Star Rail is that we have regular people also trying to get scoops and trying to get attention, because that again has become a big part of like and again I talk about like how Honkai Star Rail mirrors like society in such a good way and such an honest way sometimes. We have that all the time. Like people nowadays are trying their best to do anything to get people to watch their stream or watch their TikTok or watch their YouTube or I sound like a old man here to watch the YouTube and the TikToks, but it's true. Like, and I think that's what's kind of so like, and it's turned up to 11 in Planet Arcadia because like the whole culture is born upon attention, right? And it seeps into everywhere. Hello, so good to see you guys.
Miss Himiko.
He's really stepped up.
We meet again, you two. And you're about to be on TV. Aren't you going to change into something a little sharper?
I mean, you're wearing the same clothes you were wearing. You're joining the debate. I changed. You just didn't notice. I mean, they are supplicants, right? So they would be in the debate too.
Might as well. It's good advertising for the firm. Besides, someone's got to be willing to get their hands dirty.
In fairness, though, like Asheville has an advantage of always looking like very like detailed, but very like sharp over the top, but at the same time, there's like a fanciness to him as well. So like he could get away with like, this is my formal outfit.
You guys noticed it too, right? The entire first floor of the TV tower is one big set arranged by Foolish. A live stream broadcast.
Ah, so everything's being surveilled.
Those two look busy, but they haven't taken their eyes off us. I'd wager the debate started the moment we stepped into the TV tower.
Ah, it's like that's such an interesting, just like, it's like every single thing is documented. So technically like the popularity contest, the debate has started before we even like get to the podiums, you know?
This is a prime opportunity to bait us into exposing our weaknesses. She certainly wouldn't miss it.
Really, like, again, that's why the camera was pointing to the corner, and that's why they showed that. It's like this camera is pointing towards a place that's not even interesting, right? And it's like, you know, we're supposed to, you know, believe that like this random corner, there's a reason. There is a reason there. The reason it's there is because like they're filming absolutely everything.
Speaking of which, I didn't expect you to take action together.
Oh yeah, interesting team.
Before contacting you all, I was looking into the case involving the Sin Wish Syndicate murders, and every clue pointed straight to Full Wish TV.
The Sinwish Syndicate?
Yeah, and it's what we're talking about, like how Honkai Star has done so well in Planet Arcadia, because there's so many separate groups doing separate things all at once. All the information is like, it's like you realize, oh yeah, Himiko didn't hear about like this idea, and then this character might not have heard about this idea. And like it's like, oh yeah, Asheville was the one who found out about the Sinwish Syndicate. So like it's all, and then you know it's all really like dovetailing, right? All the information everybody has kind of meets in the middle in a way.
Exactly. When I accepted this mask, I promised to make a name for them. Since that's no longer possible, the least I can do is uncover the truth on their behalf.
Yeah, but I think in this sense, Himiko does know that like the Daybreak Squadron did do that, right? She knows that, right? So yeah, that's probably a little bit different.
You nameless sure are a bunch of stand-up folks. Investigating's one thing, but you didn't have to go and join the society, did you?
What? You didn't actually get the surgery. You joined the society. Like, I know he's probably doing recon, but he for sure, obviously, he's doing recon.
There are personal reasons too. The loss of pain being considered happiness. That's always made me keep a close eye on the Smile Society.
And again, we talked about this already, how like there is parallels to the idea of Sunday and his actions that he took in Penacony. And of course, like obviously it's not the same, but from his perspective, I wonder if it is like, I think it's like, I also tried to create a paradise where there was no pain and no suffering, and I now know I was wrong.
Unfortunately, the regular members know almost nothing. I couldn't find any clues related to the abundance. But regarding the surgery, they did leave behind some clues.
Yeah? Whoa. A psychological, a pre-op, by the way, psychological assessment record. Psychological consultation for members experience pre-op anxiety. The session has been archived per standard protocol. Patient information has been anonymized for confidentiality. The consultation record is as follows. Foolish. Praise the Master of Elation. Is everyone having a happy day today? Member A. I'm so happy. Uneasy. Restless. No, you're not happy. If you were, you wouldn't be here right now. Today, I'm not speaking as the president of the Smile Society. Think of me just as a normal friend. Someone you can open up to about what's troubling you. Manipulative, right? Very manipulative already. Member A, Lady Foolish, I'll admit, if it weren't for everyone at the Smile Society, on the day I got laid off, I probably would have... Wow. Heavy stuff already. You know what this is implying, I feel like, as well. But with your encouragement to find a new job and even gain a new family, I think I should give one more shot to try to find happiness through my own strength instead of jumping straight to surgery. This is a very healthy mindset. This is a very healthy mindset. It's like, hey, look, I got help off you, right? I now have a new family of friends here, and I also got a new job. But I think I'm going to try and find happiness in my own. Like, there's nothing wrong with, like, saying, like, again, there is something wrong with the Society of Smiles being used as a way to get happiness because they're obviously manipulative and it's cult. But I'm saying that, like, if the Society of Smiles was, like, a good group, and you just said, hey, I want to, like, I want to, like, just have a support system. And if it was a support system, it actually was a real support system. Having that and then finding your own happiness is super healthy, but obviously that's not what's happening all the time. You're absolutely right. The society isn't the IPC. We never force our members to do anything. Today's just a friendly chat between friends, so relax. Let's just talk about life, shall we? How's work been lately? Getting along with your coworkers? Is everyone happy? This is also sucks as well, right? Because, like, yes, they don't technically force people, quote unquote, force people to do something. But the issue is that, like, someone consenting to something under a vulnerable, traumatic position is not really consent. We talked about like a great length already, like it's like, yeah, they're not like, it's so rich to be like, oh yeah, we're not the IBC, we don't force people to do stuff. It's like, yeah, but like in a way you're taking advantage of like vulnerable people. And you can say like, well, Calvin, doesn't Jay take advantage of like people who have gambling addictions? We saw it before. Yes. Yes, we do. But yeah, I'm not like, this isn't a thing where I'm saying like IBC better. I'm saying that like it's rich hearing someone be like, oh, the IBC doesn't control people, when like you aim to attach to the vulnerable, right? That's what you aim to do. Yeah, everyone's so happy, bursting with energy every single day, and it's all thanks to your help. But sometimes I feel like we're from two different worlds. Whenever I'm exhausted and just want to sigh, I take one look at them, and it's like I'm doing something I'm not allowed to do. Okay. I went through the same thing in the days right after the Bloodstained Games ended. Everyone was so kind, but the more help I accepted, the guiltier I felt. I was scared that if they saw even a hint of unease in my face, it would hurt them too. I was so scared that if I cried, it would make them sad. But it only made me lonelier and made me think of misfortune itself was kind of original sin. Yeah, I totally get that. It's like a vibe hanging all over Planet Arcadia. Whenever it's at a company, out of the streets online, or seeing everyone laughing and having a blast, it always makes me feel like I should join in, but don't blame yourself. Pursuing happiness is human nature. It's precisely because you aren't happy enough that you yearn for the world of happiness, and you're mistaken that yearning for alienation. Picture this. Everyone around you is laughing, but you're the only one in tears. Your wife and kids are happily chatting away nearby, while all you can do is heave a heavy sigh. Do you really want to turn your back on them, or would you rather bask in that atmosphere of happiness and stand by their side and share love? This is what I'm talking about. This is evil. This is so evil. This is pure evil. Acting like he is broken to the point that he should do something right now about this, including the injections, so that you can finally be at the same place where your wife are, where your friends are. Do you see them laughing? You don't want to let them down, do you? Happiness is a divine gift, not something to be ashamed of. When it comes down to it, do you truly resist the happiness surgery? You simply haven't recognized your true self yet. Tell me, what is it you really want? I want to join them. I want to be happy. And this is, again, attaching to a vulnerable person. And what's so interesting about this as well is that, like, the whole thing we start here, where is it like, we're not the IBC, we don't force people. Where is that line again? This isn't IBC, we never force members to do anything. Today's just a friendly chat, right? He said, I don't want to get the happiness surgery. Asking, is everyone happy? And here's the one where it's like, I feel like we're in two different worlds. I'm exhausted. I want to sigh. I take one look at them and feel, it's like he feels guilty for sighing, while the other people are already so happy and having such a good day. And then this line here, the whole idea of like, you know, Fullwish saying that, like, she felt guilty by being upset because everyone was so happy and helping her. This again, on its own in a vacuum, this would be a great line where it's like, yeah, I feel guilty, like showing my true sadness because everyone's doing such a good job for me. That's like a healthy way to look at it. But the problem is she's using this to frame it as a way of like, you can change this, right? Like you can make it so that you don't make these people feel guilty for helping you. It's very manipulative.
It seems my suspicions were right. Not everyone joined of their own free will. Rather than offering comfort, the Happiness Research Society amplified their craving for it. When everyone around you is praying for happiness, refusing to join begins to feel like a kind of original sin.
Yep, and it's like you're the only one that's sighing. You're the one that's upset. Don't you want to join them? Do you want to let them down?
Do
so
they not
bad.
Manipulate the hearts of others using the very same terror and dreams. Even if I weren't a supplicant, I wouldn't stand idly
100%.
by.
I know you wouldn't. Again, this is like such a good part of like Sunday's, let's be honest, a redemption story. Like a big redemption story. Not just, here's the thing, like I'm not saying like redemption for like the world itself. I'm saying for himself too. You know? I think this makes total sense for his character.
So, she doesn't stand a chance in the debate then? She's ticked off so many heavy hitters. I really thought she'd have some smarter tricks up her
What's
sleeve.
worrying though is the fact that she has, what if she's really good at debates? Like, you know what I mean? Like the fact that like she has set up a battle with so many heavy hitters. That's what's worrying.
When it comes down to it, it's just like the Phantom Moon games. People love surprises, so over-preparing is pointless. I've met plenty of big shots, but nobody has a knack for grabbing attention like you do. Use that to your advantage and play things by ear.
Someone saying that, hey, you're very attention grabbing in like, you know, or like, hey, like, you know, you're really good at getting attention, right? It's like kind of a good compliment in a lot of ways. But in Planet Cadia, it's like, you might as well said that that person's the greatest of all time, you know?
Precisely because we were once adversaries, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Oh, man. Sunday, you know what? I know we were adversaries, but I never see it like that anymore. I see it as like us saving Sunday. You know, weirdly enough, I know we were adversaries, but I always just see it as more just like me picking Sunday up off the ground, really.
And I'll be joining in too anyway. Just to shoot me a glance if you need me. And I'll back
That's
you
sweet.
up.
That's so sweet. Thank you. Any advice, Himiko?
When I left Plain Arcadia, someone once said this to
This
me.
might be the greatest wisdom of all time.
When moving forward, never ask too many questions. The moment we stop to think, doubt seeps in. Fear of becoming a laughingstock or of being rejected. It sounds absurd, yet that's how people are.
This is very wise. This is very wise, because it's not saying like don't think about stuff. It's saying that like when you are making a move that's better for your life, like there's a million and one reasons to not do anything. You know what I mean? There is a million and one reasons to not do anything. So moving forward, it's just like you have to just be sure of yourself, one foot in front of the other.
Don't let the word debate lead you astray. Just be yourself, as you always have been. When it comes to you,
Oh my god, Himiko.
my faith is unwavering.
So sweet. Again, like that's part of nature. Yeah, I think it's a great way of putting it. Don't get hung up on the word. Be still. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Himiko.
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances.
What?
This is an emergency broadcast.
What?
A supplicant is attacking Seafeld City with the power of the Harmony.
The Harmony? What are you talking about?
What kind of commotion is this?
What is she trying to do here? What is she trying to do? Mass deaths in detective fiction, what? A supplicant using the power. She doesn't mean like. It's not gonna be some propaganda against Sunday, is it?
Don't look at me!
What?
He's the...
No. It is. It has to be it's a propaganda.
What? Is Full Wish TV?
Yeah, there's they're doing something.
Again?
They're doing something. Did they even plan to do the debate?
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances.
Oh no, she sucks so bad. She sucks so bad.
As you all know, to prevent a repeat of the blood-stained games, I organized a televised debate.
That's like that smiley face from
I hope the
earlier.
dispute between supplicants would stop at words, and the right to decide the winner
Oh my
would
God.
be shared by everyone.
She's such a manipulator. She's such a manipulator. I'd hoped we could do this peacefully. You know what I mean? Like, and now she looks like the peaceful one. She looks like the one that wants harmony.
I was confident in my victory. I was ready to fulfill my promise.
You weren't confident.
To build an Arcadia free of worry, where the
Oh my
only
God.
thing people need to do is laugh.
She's terrifying. Because again, this is the opposite of confidence. But then to the people, it just looks like she's in control, or she's the one that's like there for them. She's the peaceful one. Because she's about to say something like that. Look at the stuff in the back there with the chairs. She's about to say that one of the supplicants like committed an act of violence, right? 110%. Because she's like, oh, I thought we could leave it at the speech. She wasn't confident. That's why she was so confident in the debate, because she wasn't confident. She knew it wasn't going to happen.
But now, I must cancel the debate and reveal the truth to the public. For what these outsiders seek to tarnish is more than just the Phantasmoon game.
Oh, she's so awful. She's so awful.
I implore all
There's that
citizens,
smiley face again.
do not panic at the footage to follow. We are facing an unprecedented danger. But this is not a time for despair. Our reporter in Seafeld City captured this scene.
Wait.
This man should be no stranger to you. His name is
Don't you
Don
dare.
Hung, a member of the Astral Express and a renowned hero.
He is a hero. Don't you dare.
And yet, accompanying him is none other than the
my
scene
God.
show's wanted
Oh
criminal,
my God.
the Stellaron hunter Blade. Rumor has it, he was once tainted by the flesh of the abundance and could go berserk at any moment.
Again, again, she's using like existing. We always talk about this. Like, this is what she's doing. She's using existing truths and stretching them, right? We know that there is like a danger that at some point, Blade, like they've talked about that Blade could go crazy or something like that, or something, or the Shu who remains inside of Blade could be like resurrected, right? We know this. And we know there's already fear of the Stellar Hunters. We know like Blade is already like pretty famous when it comes to like, you know, this type of stuff.
Back then, I trusted the Astral Express, figuring this was just
No, you
a
didn't.
simple capture operation.
Oh my God! Now she's making herself look like she was being reasonable. You know, I was just like, I thought they'd do the right thing.
But a short while ago,
Oh my God.
I found members of the Smile Society infected with the flesh
No!
and blood of the Abundance.
No!
Only then did I realize what sort of conspiracy
No!
I was being dragged into.
You know that those injections have the abundance in them, and now she's using it. Actually, she's gonna say it was Blade.
Aside from the Trailblazer, there's another supplicant aboard the Astral Express who used an alias not too long ago to infiltrate the Smile Society.
She found out he was there.
But his true identity reveals him to be an interstellar fugitive.
Stop.
A member
Stop.
of the family, Sunday. And by sheer coincidence, he traveled
Oh my
with the
God.
IPC back to Asheville, arriving at the debate venue together.
Guys, and I want to always make this clear. She is evil as heck. She is a liar. She is a bullcrapper. She is a manipulator. She is a propaganda artist, right? But like, she is like the best the propaganda I've seen in like a video game. Because again, she takes all these existing like real truths and stretches them into lies to make them look worse. Because the thing is like from the perspective of the people who are standing here and living here, this all seems pretty accurate. And it's also like verifiable. If you look into Blade's past, you're gonna find all the crimes he's done. If you look into Sunday's past, you learn that he is a fugitive of the IB of Penacony and the family. You look into Asheville, you will see he is working with the IPC and he was walking around Kachiba literally like in public. Like the way she's framing this is not true whatsoever, but you have to understand from the perspective of the people, this is why they're falling for it.
Ladies
She
and
takes all these
gentlemen,
truths and makes stretches them into
I won't
lies.
summarize this, lest my own views mislead you. I will only present the indisputable facts for your judgment. May the master
This
of
is the issue.
Elation bless us all.
That's not what you're doing, right? She's pretending she is because she's saying like, I just said he was a criminal. I said that Blade was a criminal. I said that Don Hung was walking around with a criminal like Blade. And then this is the line here. By sheer coincidence, he traveled with the IPC back to Asheville, arriving at the debate venue together. This is not someone who's trying to like just lay out the facts. That is clearly pointed and directed. She's insane. If she just said like, oh, he's working with Asheville, and he is a member of he is a fugitive of the family, and Asheville is a member of the IPC, like, it is technically a fact. But you can tell this is pointed, this is directed. This is also the same thing as well, right? Where it's like, oh, he's working with someone of the Blade who's infected with the Abundance. And then I found out the Society of Smiles was also infected with the flesh of the Abundance, which again is something that you did. You know about. It's all stretched, right? As we said, it's stretching truths into bullcrap. It's to make it look way worse so that she looks amazing. Holy freaking hell.
So that's the setup. Such blatant manipulation won't fool anyone for long.
I don't think it needs to happen for long. Because that's the thing, we can, again, most people, like, I think in the modern world would see this and be like, You know, actually, no, I think a lot of people still would fall for this stuff, right? I'm not trying, again, I said this last time, I'm not trying to be like, you know, like, I wouldn't fall for it. I do think there's like a lot more anti-propaganda media literacy now when it comes to like stuff like that as well. I think there is a lot more, right? But I still think there's just people who would see this and go like, well, look, it's all there. Fullwish said it.
No. Everyone, we'd better get out of here.
For now, you have to get out of here. Again, even if it doesn't last for long, she is an artist when it comes to this bullcrap.
What is it?
Maybe when we arrived at the TV station, the debate wasn't just starting.
What?
But had already finished.
What?
Wait, how could...
What do you mean, how could?
Viewers, we interrupt with an emergency announcement.
The Department of Aberration Defense has confirmed
What are you doing?
that the power causing the flesh of the abundance to become infectious
No.
originates from the harmony.
Oh my god, and it just goes right back to directing it towards Sunday. What the freaking hell? Oh no, Sunday, get out of there. What?
The supplicant is attacking Seatbelt City with the power of the harmony.
No way.
Dear Spiritans.
What have they done? What have they done? Yao Guang.
It is time to
Oh my god, they're everywhere. Oh my god! Fulfill your duty.
Let us become one and share boundless delight.
Holy hell. So, these are abominations of the abundance then, but that grew from this as well. So my understanding then is, obviously she made this happen, and now it looks like Sunday originated this, and Blade is involved too. The Astro Express is involved with Sunday. The IBC is involved. She has made this whole catastrophe that's happened right now look like it is a cause from us, from our side. Holy freaking hell, man! You see them all attacking too. Like she's legitimately like killed people. Like it's over for a lot. Like she's ended lives today to create a propaganda machine.
The customer is
Oh
king.
my freaking god,
And
guys!
for
Again,
me
the
to
enemies look
portray
cool.
the
They look
king,
really
well,
cool.
You gotta make it worth my while.
They look really, really cool,
Stand
but
still.
holy hell, man! She's evil. Again, an absolutely, I want to make this an absolutely incredible villain. That's scarier almost than like most villains you played this game so far, because she's like,
Don't ask, just spend.
because she set up this world in a way that like feels like every single step we take in this world is a trap. Every single step we take, there's eyes on us. It's like it's so scary. Again, we fought world-ending gods, and this is scarier. What?
Two of me. Stop all the violence.
Watch your head.
Oh my god, this is, again, an incredible story. And you know what's so sad for Sunday as well, right?
Pull together.
Like,
Resonate once more.
I don't think it will affect him. I hope it won't affect him, right? But the fact that he is on a redemption story, you know, he is going for redemption. And like, now, like, he's being publicly defaced. And while I hope it doesn't affect him, I hope it doesn't affect him. I hope he realizes this is, this is all bullcrap, even if people think he's bad. Like, but it can be hard on the road to redemption. Everyone thinking that you suck.
Better hedge
right?
your bets.
Relax.
We need some music here.
Good times.
We're probably not,
Never.
unless
Time to say
Kafka just eliminates him
bye.
right away. Hope she says boom.
Boom.
What the freaking hell?
Soul
What do we
shall
do?
embrace.
Sing a song for us, please.
Tonight.
Come on, Robin.
The stars echo because of me.
Okay, everything's okay. Okay, we can calm down. We can calm down, guys. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. They're duplicating. Are they gonna duplicate again? What do we do? What do we even do? Are they gonna continue to duplicate? Are they getting smaller? Do you think they're smaller? So you have to fight them twice. Wait, if there are abominations in the abundance, does Lotch just stop this? Can we bring Lotch out?
Stand still.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Okay, so you just have to defeat them twice. Okay, but can Lotch just stop this?
Pain? What flavor of candy
Smiling
is that?
flesh.
I want more.
Like the flesh of Shuhu?
Their senses have
Oh my...
become completely distorted.
Fulwish is already evil. She is very evil.
Come closer. Just a little more.
Stop it. Cease this. Again, great design, but like it's skin crawling again. This place is so skin crawling. This is so scary.
Is he dead?
I want to say as well, like, can we take a side note here? Because, like, I don't want to take away from the severity and the seriousness of the situation. Planet Arcadia is what the people say peak. It is so incredible what they've done with the story.
No.
It's incredible.
The flesh is regenerating. It won't be long before he
I've
gets
chills.
back up. No matter how many times he is killed.
Oh, this is so scary. Like, it's more scary. Again, it's not like scary in like the horror, like Michael Myers chasing you kind of way. It's scary in a sense of like, these were real people. These are real people.
In that case, he is certainly worthy of the great wheel fortune hanging over his head.
And then isn't that interesting? The people who infected with the remains of Shuhu have wheel signs standing over their heads, right? And in this sense, it's one of those things where like the great wheel is that no matter how many times these creatures die, they'll come back to life. Just like with the disaster. Remember, the disaster's like, oh, why do they have wheel signs over their head? Because they won't be affected by the disaster, right? Because they won't be human. This is what they're saying earlier.
So this is Fulwish's goal. To twist citizens implanted with Shuhu's cells into giggling abominations and wage war on every supplicant.
It's disgusting.
It's horrifying to be sure. But
you know how, again, we talk about characters selling ideas. How well is Yaogan selling this for a character who's usually very like all put in place? She's really good at like, you know, she's able to figure everything out really well. She's always like very calm in certain situations too. For Yao Guan to look like she's nearly about to cry with how frustrating this is. I'm not nearly about to cry, but you know, like you hear the frustration in her voice. That's how you know how bad this has gone. And not that we needed that, but I'm saying it sells it on an extra level. Look at this!
Fulwish is a mere mortal. How exactly did she do it?
Yeah, it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. This is the plan. Manipulating Shuhu cells.
General, please do not call them that. These people are nothing like the denizens of abundance you're familiar with.
Oh, Evanescia getting a little bit bitter here.
They are just normal people of Seafeld City, struggling with the grind of daily survival. They don't have the strength you and I possess, nor have they ever seen the world outside of plain Arcadia.
And that lack of, you know, strength that we have, and the perspective that these characters have, is why they were so susceptible to this kind of like thing that happened to them.
They just want to stop and catch their breath, even if that breath is poison coughed up by Fulwish.
Incredible way of putting it, Evanescia, and such a very empathetic way of putting it, Evanescia. 110%. It is so true. It is the idea that like these people, while they are looking like abominations now, they just seeked comfort and happiness, and that's what it's so, and that makes it sound, when I'm saying we said it from the start, that makes it sound like I was so empathetic, but I'm saying that like Evanescia's point was great, but like it is like something we've all been talking about. You guys talking about the comment section as well, how quickly someone who is vulnerable and in a position like this can be turned into you know, believing stuff, and again breeding the poison that is coughed up by Fulwish. Just a great way to put it.
You're right. They deserved sanctuary. But right now, there's another group of people who need our protection.
This is a great conversation. Really great stuff.
Since we have the power, let's do something. Whether for the survivors or the victims.
Great stuff from Yao Guan. She's so correct. It's like, yes, this has happened. It is horrible. They deserve sanctuary, but right now we need to do something. They definitely deserve sanctuary. I'm respecting her more and more every single line she says.
You were the referee of the Phantasmoon Games. Even if you were forced off the field by underhanded means, Surely you retain some right of arbitration. Now the land is overrun by walking corpses, and the people are plunged into misery. Are you telling me the supplicant who committed such atrocities still hasn't committed a foul?
But that's the thing, it's like, she's not a supplicant, right? So who do you punish? Do you punish every single, can you excommunicate every single person who from the Society of Smiles who took the injection from the games, or?
This is merely a common occurrence in a game that has lasted thousands of years. Calamity.
Oh.
So long as the supplicant can draw wish power to fill the Phantom Moon, the game knows no taboo.
And this is it. Fear, right? This is going to induce fear. This is going to induce terror, like terror and fear. These emotions that are going to come from this are going to influence wish power. Like, it's crazy that the Phantom games, like, they haven't hid this away from us. The Phantom games have always been like this. There's no like real morality to it.
The Master of Elation allows supplicants to enact the utmost benevolence,
Jesus.
beauty, truth, greed, and absurdity, even the utmost evil.
Then where, exactly, do the boundaries of the Phantom Moon games lie?
Since when do Aha's games ever have boundaries?
Oh my god, what a counter that as well. Because again, it's a good question to be like, then does it have any, is there any rules or any boundaries? Is there any line they won't cross?
You don't understand, General.
Then make me understand.
She's very frustrated, understandably frustrated. All of this would be so frustrating.
As you wish.
It's like the crack from before, right? Like where we found, oh yeah, we're going here, okay.
I wonder if you've heard of the tragedy of the bloodstained games from 15 years ago, General.
Hopefully, right? It's like the most important moment in Planet Arcadia history at this stage.
Compared to the catastrophic history of the Phantom Moon games, that was likely nothing more than an insignificant interlude, no?
No, because the bloodstained games, like, legitimately is the most traumatic event in terms of how much it's affected people. It is literally has affected so many people and is a shadow that looms over the city still to this day.
Countless times, I wanted to reach out and touch those muted hearts to make them beat again. But I can't save everyone. It's always been this way. The Phantom Moon games have only one taboo. And there is only one rule I strictly abide by.
What's the one taboo?
The games must proceed. Never ending, just as the sun and moon rise and fall. Those who defy this law shall be banished, executed, and suffer unceasing torment.
Okay, so like I guess like the only taboo is like if you impede the games. That's the only taboo.
General Yao Guang, have you ever wondered, why am I the arbitrator?
Simply because you possess the power to eradicate those who transgress.
Oh, so sick.
Eons ago, in the Master of Immortality's mysterious garden, flora flourished with such intensity that they suffocated all other life. A meddler quietly infiltrated this place, plucking the most enchanting and luxuriant branch.
By the way, this is just unbelievably beautiful art. Like, again, once again, Honkai Star Rail does this so well. And I think it's a testament to Honkai Star Rail that, like, the art is so beautiful that, like, I never, like, mind them doing these scenes where it's just, like, us looking at a piece of art for a while, because it's just, like, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. This music as well. Oh, man, I was just kind of like a comment how creepy it was. It just got better again. There's such a seriously dark tone with this, right? Kind of reminds me of like a survival horror game from like the PlayStation 2. It's so interesting.
The severed branch screamed in protest, for before she was gifted with eternal life, She was a divine envoy, leading her kin in search of the elixir of life.
Okay.
She was a beast of blind love and hatred. A sword singer who devoured the crimson moon. So proud was she, never having known how to yield. Save for the blazing phoenix of the Xianzhou, she has never been defeated by another. How then could she tolerate a meddler defiling her fragrance?
A meddler defiling her fragrance. So someone came in, a meddler came in, and took the branch. The branch screening protests. For before she was gifted eternal life, she was a divine envoy of the kin in search of extra life. So the actual tree itself, this is what's saying she was proud.
Are you speaking of myths or true history?
This is such cool art.
When the past is as distant as the afterglow of the stars, does it really matter whether it's myth or history? That meddler transplanted her to another world. And through this method, they imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games.
What?
You mean you yourself are that most terrifying thing?
So she's the thing that was imprisoned. So again, when they said like the branch screening protests, she was gifted eternal life. She was a sword singer who devoured the crimson moon. And this meddler put her in another world. And is this the world that she was put into, like Plan Arcadia?
You've misunderstood. Or perhaps not.
What do you know? No, don't do that, don't do that.
The meddlesome god promised to enlighten her, to teach her to know true joy. And in the repeated cycles of the Phantasmoon games, the meddler did not break their promise.
Was that a ha? Is the meddler?
She once witnessed raging flames boil the seas dry, saw civilizations rise from the dust, and wither back into it. She gazed upon the purest souls, burning away their brilliance, and stood silent as supreme evil reveled in blood upon the earth.
This is all the stuff that she saw over time as well.
Finally, amidst the love and hate of the insignificant, she gradually glimpsed the essence of fleeting life, the meaning of elation.
So it had to have been Aha was the meddler, right? It had to have been.
Finally, she became me.
So she was the tree, right? This one again. She was the tree. A meddler arrived, plucked something from her tree, transplanted her to here. She witnessed all these horrors throughout life. Throughout love, hate, pure souls burning away their brilliance, all this stuff too. And she then found the meaning of life and then became herself.
So, you're afraid of waking her? Afraid of becoming her once more?
So this thing is like slumbering here and she's afraid that she will... Okay, again, we're here for this for the first time. Is this all going to be like something we're going to have to like comprehend over time?
Over the past 1,000 years, I have called upon her power 3 times to avert catastrophe. Each time, it left an irreparable scar upon the land.
So there is the part of her that was transplanted before she became this is terrifying. And she used her power 3 times, okay, to avert catastrophe.
This is the abundance. Healing and torture, coexisting as one.
Okay.
Even knowing everything, would you still have me wear that fox mask and exercise the authority of arbitration?
So Evanesius is saying here, by the way, a credible way of like showing off the story. You can hear the pain in Evanesius' voice. It's like a very heavy thing, right? And what Evanesius is saying now, I believe, is like if I put on that mask and I do that authority of arbitration, if I do what I'm supposed to do here, it's not something you should do lightly. Like, I'm very worried about, like, if I use this power, it might cause an irreversible thing to this entire world. Because the power of the creature that came before me, the abundance creature that came before me, before it was me, is something I was able to, like, what? It said something about severing the crimson moon, I think it said? Yeah, it's gone now, but...
Miss Evanesia, what you are terrified of is not this fox mask. Quite the opposite. Evanesia is the mask you wear. What you are terrified of is your true self.
Symbolism of the masks. Being, you know, a mask is something that you can, that people tend to wear. You know, if you're in a workplace, you're like, you know, you put on a happy face. Hell, people were putting on masks as well, like, you know, to get through daily lives here in this world too. So there is like a direct symbolism with the mask that adds to, that also like feels like it's like the literal sense of the mask, the power of putting on the masks, but then like the power of like wearing a mask and what that does to you like in everyday life. Again, we saw that with like people in the Society of Smiles, how that one guy we were talking about in the note there like had to put on a happy face because he was worried about upsetting other people. There is a big theme of like wearing masks and hiding your true self. Or there's also themes it feels like too of like denying your true self and becoming your true self. You know, in a lot of ways, like, you know, I feel like Sunday has adorned a mask and he's becoming more and more his true self, right? So there is a lot of stuff there with the mask too. In this sense, Evanesia is afraid of the idea of becoming what she was before.
I too was once terrified of my mask.
Your mask?
A mask known as Arbiter General. Whenever the tides of war demand it, I have no choice but to don it.
Wow.
To become that slaughtering general, coldly watching blood and tears be shed, plotting and divining beneath the astral charts, even accepting the scorn of bereaved orphans, all to ensure the Luxero is loosed.
And by the way, this is like, yes, immoral as heck, right? And again, she's not. I don't think she's denying us. That's what the whole point of the whole thing of being afraid of this mask is. Donning that slaughtering general mask means she will have to become something that ends up slaughtering a mass amount of people. And to that, again, we heard about it before. The Lux Arrow. Literally, there's a story how like one of the major stories of the Abundance back in Xianqiu that happened. The Lux Arrow like destroyed a hospital with like wounded like people and sick people and people of their own side in that hospital. Not that I want to make clear, not that it makes it better if it wasn't the people on their own side. It's still disgusting in any form to destroy a hospital. There's no excuse. There's no explanation. It is a crime. It is a massive crime. There's no debate about that, right? And she's saying putting on that mask is another thing that she's terrified of too.
I don't understand. As a general of the Xianzhou, why have you urged me all this time? Urged this creation of the Abundance.
Yeah.
To reveal its true form.
It's something Evanesia is terrified of.
It's laughable, really. I arrived in plain Arcadia for the sole purpose of involving the Master of Elation in my divination, seeking to rewrite a fate already cast in stone. But to steer the orbits of the stars is no easy feat, whether it be the Lux Arrow that topples the sky or the games of the Elation. It's difficult to grasp even if you go all out. From the instant the Phantos Moon's declaration increased the stakes, my divination has spiraled out of control. My fate shifts ceaselessly between adversity and prosperity. Life and death becoming impossible to
everything's
fathom.
becoming so unclear as well. We even saw it too with like the one with the wheel signs, like, and how that can be manipulated as well.
With the eons in play, divination is futile. The only thing you can ever put trust in is people. Just as I once believed my teacher could successfully fulfill their fate.
Who ended up, I believe, dying, right?
I really believe in you too, Miss Evanesia.
And I wonder if there's because if I'm not mistaken, her teacher did die, right? But I wonder if like she's not saying like I believe in you to die. It's more saying that like even if this could turn out poorly, I believe in you, right? There has to be this belief. The only thing you can believe in is people. And I think Yao Guan is saying that even beyond all the horrible things that have happened, her divination's going wild and like yes, you can believe in all these spiritual things, but the only thing you can truly put your, you know, trust in is people. I don't think it's her saying I trust you to die.
Has anyone ever told you you're quite the gambler? Daring to push your chips onto an unknown quantity, like me? In a game where the Eons themselves have taken a seat at the table?
It is quite a gamble. It is quite a gamble. And again, I'd be interested to see what it is, but also, again, very worried for Evanescia.
When we first met, I could not gain insight into the will or woe of your fate. Yet, I was willing to trust you. I believe you are also the key to rewriting destiny in this game, whose ending no one can foresee.
Again, she is putting a lot of like what would you say, like a lot of investment into her time with Evanescia as well.
Why?
Miss Evanescia, the spiritess that watches over me is named the Kala Chakra Sky Plume. It is a symbol of the hunt's foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Why does the decisive god of the skybow bear such a visage? After much contemplation, I finally understood. If the value of discipline was understood, the creations of the abundance need not be abominations. And without temperance, the consequences of the hunt are no different from destruction.
If the value of discipline was understood, the creations of abundance need not abominations. And without temperance, the consequences of the hunt are no different from destruction. I think without temperance, the consequences of the hunt are no different from destruction is saying that, like, if you do not hold back, if you do not have a reason behind your violence, which I'm not saying the hunt is justified in anything, by the way. You know I've criticism the hunt all the time, but she's saying then it's just destruction. But the value of discipline was understood, the creations of abundance need not be abominations. I wonder what this part means. The value of discipline was understood, the creations of abundance. And if we, I guess, lead into this part as well, why does this? So it's the spirits just watch over me and name Calvin, also known as Romer Skyplume. It is a symbol of the hunt's foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Why does the decisive god of the skybow wear such a visage? After much contemplation, I finally understood. So it's a symbol of verdict and self-discipline. So if discipline was understood, the creations of abundance need not be abominations. Like if self-discipline was understood, like the idea of like self-control, I guess, then they wouldn't need to be abominations in the first place. If they were able to be self-sufficient, they wouldn't be able to need to be abominations in the first place, I guess.
I am not some gambler, nor am I an ant beneath the gaze of the eons.
Yes, I always love this. I always love this as well. At least that's what I'm getting from this as well. Again, it could be you guys could have a different interpretation as well. If the value, because I think I get the second part, like without temperance, the consequence of the hunter are different. So yeah, it's like without actually like any like discipline there, it is just destruction. Which again, like a lot of people might argue that it does add to the destruction, and like because I'm one of those people that also believes the hunt, is very immoral in many cases as well. It's not some squeaky clean organization. Music is fantastic as well, by the way. Yeah. That's one. I think that's what we'll go with. I think it's what we'll go with for now. If the value of discipline was understood. Sorry if I'm like, I just want to make sure like I know like I'm not going to understand everything. Like, it sounds like you're saying if they had self-discipline, they wouldn't need to be abundant creature abundance. But maybe it's also like if they value the idea of life as well, maybe? Yeah, we'll move on for now, yeah.
I was the one who offered up a piece of my own insignificant fate, forging their trajectories.
Forging... Oh, so I'm not an ant beneath days that gaze of the eons. I am offering up a piece of my fate, forging their path.
The situation outside is volatile. We don't have a second to spare for idle chatter. Miss Evanesia, I've given you my answer, and I'd like to hear yours in return.
So I think if the Ogong here is just is talking, you know, use the idea of like what she was, and again, I might like screenshot a lot of this as well, just so we can look at it as well. The idea that like maybe she's also afraid to use her power too, but I think maybe, I don't know if like it is like going to be very comparable, but we'll see exactly what happens as well.
When you realized Full Wish was not a supplicant and you could not pass judgment, why did I see hesitation and doubt in your eyes rather than your usual indifference? I know you already have a game changer in mind. You're just not ready to use it yet.
So she actually has a plan she could use here, but she was hesitating.
Please, tell me your solution.
As you wish. To exercise the right of arbitration, irrefutable proof is required. Proof that a supplicant has indeed broken the rules and disrupted the order of the Phantasmoon Games.
See, what's happened here as well, Yaguan has brought out like all these explanations out of Evanesia, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, it's like, she actually did it in a way that seems very like, I don't know what to say, it's very like, I don't know, not efficient. What's the word I'm looking for here? It's kind of like she did it in a way that was very like, she tried to relate to Evanesia, not in a manipulative way, but then also like, tried to draw out something that was already there in Evanesia's mind, and this is another part of it here too. It's like, you were thinking about this already, right? You thought about this. And it's probably because she could see something in Evanesia where Evanesia was thinking about this, but obviously she was terrified. She's terrified to use this power, which is understandable if this power is that terrifying.
Yet surveying the board, I see not a single transgression. Since there are no sinners, then I shall become the sinner.
Wait, what? Wait. How does this work?
General Yao Guang, you once asked me, where do the boundaries of the Phantasmoon Games lie? Well, here's my answer. The boundaries aren't on the outside, but at the core.
What the, like, I mean, we're gonna see.
Now, I shall transgress the taboo and divulge to you the true purpose of this Ionic game.
Wait, what, is that gonna be, that's the taboo, is to tell you the purpose of the Ionic game?
Through this method, the master of elation imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games.
Okay. She's gonna put on the mask?
Terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is...
What? What? Click on it. Click on it. Click on it. So she committed a taboo here by telling her this? Wait, no, again. Wait, what? What happened there?
According to statistics, approximately 200,000 individuals fell ill simultaneously.
What?
And were transformed into denizens of abundance.
Every one of them at this. Oh my god! I thought it was like gonna be like maybe maybe tens of thousands, 200,000 at once. We just switched to Silverwolf, by the way, when we're going to switch to Stell. Am I right in saying that the taboo that she was about to commit was telling her about about the games, about what the actual creature is at the that is hidden here? What the frickin' hell did we just see again?
The affected staff are quarantined immediately. Prolux Tower is a valuable
Wow,
safe zone.
the IPC got their place safe quick.
If you'd listened to me and thrown every suspect in prison, you wouldn't be in this mess.
200,000 people in prison? Or she just means like the people who are above it? Silverwolf, great to see you, by the way.
So, why'd you call me here?
Oh, secret meetings. Man, this is crazy. 200,000 people, 200,000 creatures of the abundance just running wild in the city. The blame is being placed squarely on the shoulders of Sunday and Blade and the Astral Express and the IPC, right? Evidencia is being kind of like I don't know what to use, encouraged to use her power, which can only be activated when a taboo has been activated. And the taboo, it seems to be that she's done here, is by telling the Yaguan about the true meaning behind the actual games themselves, which allows her to actually use her power. But she's afraid to use her power. But Yaguan kind of encouraged her to, like, to be like, hey, this is a serious thing right now, and you can be afraid, but like it's very serious. Like, there's so much going on right now.
It's an emergency. I want to see how the script plays out.
You're gonna ask Elio? Bring Elio down here.
Huh?
That is so great. What the hell?
No one could have guessed an emanator of the abundance would return by hijacking others' bodies. Everyone is hesitant to act for fear of collateral damage.
Wait, for real? So, like, we know obviously that's Shu, who is the emanator of abundance, right? And so people are afraid to do anything?
But since he is here as well, deduction. This crisis was within your calculations all
man,
along.
Really? And again, that's one of those things with the I know this is on such a smaller scale, but like Kafka, for example, fighting people in Zancho and then running away from everyone in the Zancho, then getting captured. That's like all part of a script, right? That's what's so crazy about it. So like they saw this in the script, and like from their eyes, the best possible outcome that's going to come from this, and not just this, it might just be like, we don't know. It could be in the script that Planet Arcadia gets blown to smithereens, but in the end, that's better for the entire universe. Then Elio is going to act upon that, right? In terms of that final battle that they're heading towards. And I know people say it's not the final battle, but like in terms of the thing that they're building to in this game, factually so, this is what they're building to in this game, is a battle amongst the gods. Yeah.
Half right. Shuhu is the reason Blade made the trip.
Okay.
As for the outcome, tell you what, I'll show you the script. It's too wordy, and I can't be bothered to paraphrase.
Oh my god, relatable.
Here, sending you a copy.
Is that what a script looks like?
For the sake of our business partnership, save this virus
Wait,
copy
what?
for someone else.
She tried to give her a virus?
The feeling is mutual.
That'd be very funny.
Seems you don't trust me much either.
Guys, my head is spinning still. This is so crazy.
I told you, I've done my research on you. Or to be precise, on all of you. Destiny's slave may be able to foresee the future and pen scripts for the Stellaron hunters. But in the face of Eon intervention, his vision is powerless.
What do you mean? It can be distorted, or?
However, the IPC has its own methods.
Like if an Eon gets involved, then it's like it doesn't work as effectively, I guess?
Oh? I'll grant you a privilege. Starting now, user Silverwolf has unrestricted access to the Arcadian internet.
You just gave like the greatest hacker of all time access to the Arcadian internet.
I could have done that myself. With the precondition that I agree.
What's happening?
I want you to hack into the internet, trace the source of the Joy Ascendant contagion, and figure out the catalyst and transmission vectors.
Oh, so she wants her to hack in so she can find out the source. So find out where this is coming from. Because if she's saying catalyst and transmission vectors, that sounds like it was where it was activated, right?
Suppressing the surface commotion is a simple task. But if the root cause isn't addressed, the chaos can never be truly eradicated. In exchange, I'll turn a blind eye to the Stellaron hunters' suspicious activities for the time being.
This is a really great access, right, as well, right? And to be able to find this, and to be able to find out where the sources came from as well. Someone might say, like, wait, why would the Stellaron hunters care? Oh.
So this is what it means to see how the script
I did not mean to press that, guys. I don't know what happened there. I don't even think I pressed it at all, actually. But, it's not the fact that, yeah, the Stellaron hunters will do stuff regardless if they have the authority to do it or the permission to do so, right? But it's not just about that. It's also the fact that if you get unrestricted access where you're not being hunted down by any like officials, you have way more freedom of movement. You don't have to always work from the shadows, right? It's like actually like what is happening?
Maybe you should keep it wide open. One eye might not be enough.
Is it contingently autoed? Like it's autoing on after a certain amount of time? What's happening? I didn't press a button. The game's like, stop yapping.
Investigation with the sick ones inside the building.
Okay.
I thought this was supposed to be a safe zone.
Oh yeah, she said that, didn't she?
Safe means that I monitor everyone's every move, including yours.
So she's still she's monitoring them, I guess.
And hers.
Who's hers? Oh my god!
I should be right on cue.
Oh my god, the goat! Oh, it's so good to see her. Please say she's gonna come here. I know she's already here in spirit.
Exactly right on. You missed your cue. You should have made your entrance 4 lines
Oh, they had it all
ago.
planned out, all scripted out.
4 lines back. Oh, one eye might not
Oh
be
my
enough.
god.
You were laying the groundwork for her entrance.
This is supposed to be, where is it? This is supposed to be the moment Kafka walked in. That's so brilliant. That's so brilliant. I'm gonna like a screenshot of this stuff too, just so we know exactly what she asked, the exact thing she asked her to do as well. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with the auto text thing there. It seems to be like contingent on time, maybe. It's so good to see Kafka.
Margin of error, 23 seconds. Coordination needs improvement.
Hey, don't say anything about Kafka ever again.
My bad.
No, you didn't.
I lost track of time. What about you? Did the operation go
Kafka,
smoothly?
you arrived precisely at the exact moment you should have.
It's a long story. I thought it was a battle royale, but it turned into a zombie crisis. I think it should have been you instead.
Oh, for Kafka to like step in here?
I heard Elio gave you a long vacation.
Deserved.
Whereabouts?
She working so hard.
Let's call it a business trip. 10 days in Penacony with a packed
Oh,
schedule.
really? Okay. So maybe it's like code, it's not actually vacation?
I'll take today, for instance. I needed to arrive at Ideen Park on time, order 2 drinks, give the cash spewer 3 knocks, and watch it spit out 650,000.
Oh, so maybe it is
credits.
actually a vacation.
And then I was supposed to get on the line and say hello to you.
Oh my god, she's so cool. That's our mother.
23 seconds late. Not very punctual.
I just think the world was too early, right? I think the world was too early.
Oh, I don't mind. After all, even a late warning might just save you and Blady's lives.
What?
Elio asked me to pass along a
Oh my god, what?
Don't lose to Aha.
What do you mean don't lose that? What type of message is that?
That's it?
Yeah.
Anything else you want
Especially
to
when
say?
calling into question Blade and Silverwolf's lives here.
Hope you enjoy yourself.
Oh my god, go about your business. Oh my god, look at her. That's our mother. Look at her. What a great message. Don't lose to Aha.
What secret messages have you been sending?
None of your business.
Nothing.
Exactly.
We've said everything we needed to say. If you think there's more to it, that's just because you don't know us well enough yet.
Oh, so true. So true, Queen.
I don't deny that, but I will sooner or later. Jade warned me, never underestimate the enemy. Compared to the 10 Stone Hearts, the Stellaron Hunters possess much greater
100%.
solidarity.
This is so accurate. While the 10 Stone Hearts don't honestly, value each other as friends or as family, the Stellaron Hunters, even though they won't say it, would die for each other. They really would.
Is she seriously not just throwing shade at her colleagues?
I mean, Jade is awful, but she's very aware that, she's not buddies with Aventurine, and she should never be, you know what I mean? Aventurine's too good for her.
The probability is 9%. I'll reserve judgment for now. Hopefully, you can give me an answer.
We'll screenshot what Kafka said as well, by the way, because, don't lose to Aha is a crazy line.
Remember the objective. Hack the network and trace the source of the Joy Ascendant infection.
Who's the trace the source? Okay, trace the source of it. So is Joy ascended into infection? Is that what we're saying is like what changed everyone completely into the abominations? Hack. Let's go, Silverwolf. Look at this, genius. She hasn't even done anything. Wow.
When you access the network,
incredible.
Data's going to flood your mind. Brace yourself. Prompt block permissions unlocked. Data floodgates released.
Scary music going on here.
Is this kind of game fun?
Wait, what?
This was your first mission. A pity you had to cheat.
Wait, that's of course that's Silverwolf and that's Kafka, but she's behind like a. Oh, and there's a cat there as well. Look at there's a cat there as well. What's happening?
No.
We're getting Silverwolf backstory here.
You don't even know the first thing about games. What gives you the right to call me a cheater?
Again, it's so interesting to see like anything where like Silverwolf is like captured or trapped, especially like with Kafka staring in. And she said herself to her like that your first mission, pity you had to cheat.
You handed over that cartridge willingly. Why did you steal it back?
Do we remember a story about a cartridge? I feel like we do. Was that early on, or maybe this is after we started or before we started playing the game?
I just took it back to play with. Saying steal. That's so hurtful.
Oh, maybe she gave them a cartridge and then she took it back off them to play with?
Besides, you guys just left it casually lying around in the vault.
She gave it to them and then took it back. It's so interesting to see Silverwolf like this, like in any type of like vulnerable position. She's like drawing on the walls.
Fine. You think we were careless? Well, next time we won't be. I'll put it in a containment room at Pierpoint. Go ahead and try borrowing it then.
This is so interesting. I didn't expect this at all. It's so interesting.
Nice idea, but the execution's a no-go. You guys can't even get in there without me.
Acknowledging her talents.
By the way, I changed the passcode for this cell too. 1337. I can leave whenever I want.
She's an absolute whiz. She's a whiz.
Oh. Is this the skill of a top-tier hacker?
Indeed.
The cartridge was clearly the ending you refused, yet you still used it. Care to tell me why?
Ending you refused.
It's gonna be a game over anyway, so I'll play however I want.
The ending's the same, so the journey doesn't matter. Sounds more like you're just making excuses
So it sounds like this is like maybe a part of like, because it says like the it's gonna be a game over anyway, so it's like maybe saying that like the ending you refuse sounds like it is like something like a script, but she's saying it's a cartridge. The cartridge it was clearly the ending you refuse, that you used it. It's gonna be game over, so I play however I want. She's saying that it says I'm going to like I'm going to die in the end, but I'll no matter what I'll play, because this is like again Kafka saying like the journey should matter, right?
It's not the same. You guys believe in destiny. I don't. That's why I don't mind spoilers.
So at this point, Silverwolf did not even believe in the idea of destiny. So the idea of understanding what the end is, she doesn't care because like, I guess she's like, she doesn't see it as like the be all and end all.
Then when you see how things end for you,
level
are
999?
you afraid or excited?
Which is it's gonna end on level 999, like a video game for like max level for Silverwolf?
Bored.
Bored?
Because feeling bored proves I haven't become her.
And who's her? Who's her?
That's why I joined you, the Stellaron Hunters. Those who play the game to change the ending.
Those who play the game, and they technically do that. That's what they do. And so that's what it sounds like to me. It's like the idea of like saying like, you refuse this ending. She says it's gonna be a game over no matter what. She says she doesn't believe in the idea of like where she of destiny. And then Kafka says, when you see how things end for you, are you afraid you're excited? And she said, I haven't become her. Like, who's her? Obviously, by the way, I want to make this clear, as always, I'm not asking you guys directly who's her. This is me asking myself. I think sometimes people see it as an invitation to be like, you know, oh, the spoiler rules are off, let's go. That's not what that means. And because she's bored, she says, it proves I haven't become this person. I'm going to screenshot this as well. I joined the Stellar Hunters because they play the game to change the ending. Oh, okay.
Why am I suddenly thinking about that?
It's because Kafka talked about her life. Remember, Kafka talked about maybe her life ending. I'm here to save it. Could save your lives. So maybe level 999 is where like it ends. Whatever that means in, you know, her script's terms. Maybe she's thinking about the idea of like where her journey might end because of what Kafka said. You know, since Kafka brought up the idea of like, hey, I'm saving your life, maybe Silverwolf is thinking to herself like, oh, this is when I first like denied destiny. This is where Kafka told me about where it's going to end for me, you know? Oh.
This Joy
taking
whatever
pictures?
dude is her employee.
Exactly. Clearing up the truth is also a way to save these innocent people. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
So wait, so does Joy whatever dude so clear? What is happening here? Clearing up the truth.
You said you'd turn a blind eye. I didn't think you'd actually be monitoring me.
The road ahead is fraught with peril. I'm just watching your back on behalf of the IPC.
So it's definitely not a blind eye.
If the worst happens and you end up an enemy of the whole world, I'll be there to switch to the world side in the nick of time.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh.
I love Silverwolf's so like snarky with this stuff.
I didn't take you for the humorous type.
So it's interesting. They're like taking pictures of them, but a lot of them are getting destroyed as well. Oh yeah, we're here in this area as well. So as well, like it seems that it's very interesting that we're talking about like the idea of like the end, right? The idea of like the end that is, and these people look like they're going to become like the abundance creatures very soon. We're talking about the end, right? Like the end of Silverwolf's story, because again, there is like an end like point to everyone's journey, right? That's going to be a thing as well. It's something that Blade is searching for. It's something everyone like is not everyone, but like it's something that the Stellar Hunters probably like on different levels, right? Or where I'm pretty sure Kafka's probably checked out her ending, right? Like something about her makes me feel like she would have. I'm pretty sure Blade's scripts like continually be like are like close to an ending and then they're not an ending. I'm sure Firefly doesn't want to see the ending, right? Whereas with the likes of Silverwolf, it's like she's saying she doesn't believe in the idea of destiny, but she joined the Stellar Hunters because they play the game to change the endings, and she rejected a cartridge that had like. What to say the ending you refused, and Silver said it's gonna be game over anyway, so I'll play however I want. Again, sounding like the ending doesn't matter here as well, but they keep talking about the idea of level 999, and she referenced the idea of like I haven't become her yet, so I know I haven't become because I'm bored. I don't know, we're gonna probably figure out more of this as we're going forward.
Keep smiling. Flash a standard, beautiful, happiness-inducing smile.
Jesus Christ, it's so creepy. It's so creepy.
Thanks to the surgery, I'll be employee of the month forever. It can only be me.
Hey, isn't this cheating?
Whether happiness surgery counts as unfair competition has always been a subject of debate. Since there is no explicit ban, there are plenty of similar cases.
There should have been a ban. Like I don't care what anyone says, and I don't care about the idea like of free will and all this stuff too. Like anyone who thinks that this would have been an absolutely terrifying thing from the start is insane. People just changing their entire cognition is, on the baseline, it doesn't matter about free will. It's like at that point, it's just like it should be illegal, right? Data flow model analysis. I'm not trying to say other people are like I'm smarter than people that are
Am I under detention? Is this because of the surgery?
Like, oh, I realized that like this is bad from the start, because I know that like one of the big issues here as well is that they can't just act based on like people getting a surgery because they probably didn't see the pure negative effects until you get up close to these people, right? So I understand that 100%. So I'm not trying to act like I knew, like why didn't everyone else know? But I feel like a lot of us would be like from the beginning, like, oh, this is bad. My under detention is because of the surgery.
Fantastic! What a precious opportunity for interdepartmental exchange! Let's see. Who am I up against this
It's pretty
time?
creepy. It's unbelievably creepy.
Yikes.
And those smiles again.
What the heck?
It's so creepy.
There's something unclean.
Like corrupted?
I saw it too. Flashed by.
Yep.
Seemed like mimetic contamination.
Yeah, and it's the same smiley face that we're seeing, like in terms of the black and white smiley faces, the smiley face in the background of Full Wish, and also the smiley face we found that Sparksy and Sparkle found as well, right? It's the exact same thing.
But it's buried deeper, and it's far deadlier. Creepy. No clues left on this one.
Yeah, it's very scary. And again, she's completely correct. It is one of the creepiest things ever. It's so creepy.
You're asking if I've got something on my mind, just because I clock out on the dot every day.
Wait, is this like reminiscing about like what someone asked them, like, you know, in the workplace?
What, be like you guys? Slaving away and sweating bullets? I'm built different.
I mean, genuinely, like, you should be able to clock out at your time. You know? Like, I don't think this is crazy.
After the surgery, I look down at my boss with my head held high every day. She's so sleek and shiny. Cute as my puppy back
What a
home.
weird way to describe it, dude. Jesus Christ. This happening to surgery is insane. Like, yeah, so you're saying, like, my boss used to judge me for clocking out at 5 o'clock every day. Which, again, shouldn't. If you're, you know, if you are finished, you know, you're done. Right? You should be able to go home. But obviously, that's not the problem. It's the problem that, like, after the surgery, they're like, I don't even care anymore. You know, it's like all those emotions are gone. Which, again, you know, sounds appealing to a lot of people that they wouldn't worry about what their boss is saying to them as well. But, like, again, this is obviously, like, the negative side effects we're seeing right in front of us. Data flow model analysis.
What are you doing? Are you finally firing me?
Finally. There it is again. There it is once again.
This guy's the same. Couldn't handle the pressure, so he chose the worst
Yeah, and it seems to be that's it. It's like people who can't handle like the daily dose of their life. And again, I'm not saying that I don't want to just say that, because obviously a lot of people who took the injection too were people that like couldn't. And the way Silverwolf is like doesn't have as much tact as other people might. So she's saying in a way that's very like flippant about what it is, right? So that's her way of saying that, yeah, people couldn't handle the daily agonies of life and trauma and all this stuff that goes into it. So that's what they turn to. They turn to these injections.
Working for the IPC never ends well.
True. Factually true. And we talked about this before, like, you know, with, say, for example, like Topaz. You know, as much as we love Topaz, she's also a victim of the IPC as well. Aventurine is still a victim of the IPC. You know what I mean? Jade seems to be the only one that truly has like a smile on her face every day when she goes in there, from what we've seen. I know there'll be more characters that will appreciate the IPC and their job there as well. But yeah, not wrong.
Huh. This one's a normal human. No surgery performed.
Yeah, they're just like standing there scared. Data flow model analysis.
Smile to live to see tomorrow.
And you see, this is what they do as well. They put the pressure on other people to make them feel like they're not that they're not the normal. They're the weird ones.
Smile to conquer the false and the vile. I don't understand. What's so funny about all this?
Those around you all wish for your happiness.
Aww.
Is that not cause for rejoicing?
And again, there's that manipulation as well. The idea of like, hey, you're the wrong one. Look at everyone else. Are you not weird for not wanting to explore this?
So smile. Don't become a sinner of unhappiness.
Sinner. Again, saying it's a sin to be unhappy. Right? Expressing that it's a sin while everyone else is being happy for you to be sad.
Smile.
Oh, it's so brutal.
Smile.
It's the creepiest thing in the world. So bad. So freaking horrible.
That
It's
is terrifying.
it's absolutely terrifying. And again, you see the manipulation. You see how they force that manipulation on other people as well. You see how it becomes a pressure. How they make sadness into the idea of that there's something wrong with you. There's something broken about you. And it goes beyond just the idea of like, you know, because again, it starts off with like the idea of expressing support for people who are very vulnerable. And then it turns into a pressure that is like, there is something wrong with you for being sad, which is so stupid and so wrong and so disgusting.
Find anything?
A lot.
Aren't you going to start the interrogation by asking my thoughts?
If not, then let's keep going.
No need. The answer is already clear.
So we think it's a mimetic, maybe from that smiley face thing?
At the moment of mutation, the synesthesia beacons of the 3 victims receive the same signal.
Happiness is a sin? Happiness is a sin. Unhappiness is a sin. Smile. Sorry. Oh, interesting. I thought it was unhappiness is a sin. Sorry, no, unhappiness is a sin. That's what it is. Yeah.
Unhappiness is a sin.
So they allowed us to get it wrong if we wanted to. Because I got it right first and I was like, wait, these aren't the opposites. So no, the third option was the one we picked as well. So this is a message they received before they turned into what they turned into.
Guess what this is?
Full wish is happiness syntax.
Oh, so like, is that her like showing them like the same thing she did to Sparksy, remember? Oh, the scrunch face?
Quick on the uptake. The Joy Ascendants can be counted among the denizens of abundance, but they are also imaginae born of wish power.
Okay, so the Joy Ascendants are also imaginae and abominations in the abundance. Okay, I didn't think that was a, but I guess it can be if it's true wish power. I guess it is possible, right?
She whose cells are the catalyst. That immortal being lying in slumber has endured countless agonies, so he is exceptionally sensitive to perceptions of joy.
Isn't that interesting? That's kind of similar to the way they describe Full Wish, because she, it's like, no, I think it's no. Full Wish couldn't understand her own agonies, but she was able to perceive other people's joy, right, and what they wanted. Shu has encountered so many agonies that he now is sensitive to people's joys. So Shu was the catalyst, okay.
So, Full Wish encoded happiness syntax and broadcast it via synesthesia beacon. Once the recipients were influenced by it, the flesh and blood of the abundance within them
So this is like a code, I guess, through the happiness syntax. Unhappiness is a sin. And then the synesthesia beacon is what I learned from a commenter, which is like the idea, because I forgot completely what it was. It was a thing that helps people understand each other. And through that, it was definitely through that broadcast that she was doing before the debate or like canceling the debate that definitely activated it, right?
And that's not all. As people transformed, they generated new wish power. It kept snowballing until eventually even those who hadn't had the surgery got assimilated.
So even people so it's more than 200,000 then?
Bingo. That's the full picture. The whole double whammy of the disaster. Full Wish's plan succeeded.
So she was able to activate this and then it snowballed into affecting people that didn't even like take the surgery in the first place. That's so dark. Like the power that this extends to. She is the most terrifying villain. She really is, Full Wish.
But you've got a message.
Message? From who? Okay, anonymous Silverwolf? Who is it? Listen. Kafka? You're a joke. What? Unsubscribe? Unsub. Spam, don't even bother. The user trying to reach is currently out of service here. Please try again later. What the hell?
Baffling.
Someone being very rude. We're gonna get them.
Who's there?
Probably some rival hacker with a death wish. I'll deal with him later.
We can kill them. You know what I mean?
The only question remaining is,
How did Full Wish transmit the signal?
The answer is obvious. I just need to confirm one thing. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Hack into Planet Arcadia's data network. Before we do anything, I'm gonna screenshot this as well. Where are we going? Man, she's so, like, it's so cool how casually she is about, like, all this, like, technological stuff.
Duo mentioned City, the prime metropolis
It's insane.
of Plain Arcadia. Too bad the denizens of abundance run the show now.
And, like, it puts it, because even, like, when you hear 200,000, like, of course you know the gravity of that. Of course you know the weight of that, right? But then also seeing it, like, this city that was once vibrant, people are going to get drinks together, they're walking to school, they're, like, all advertising outside their shops. And now here, we have these denizens of the abundance, you know, littering the streets.
Even the Department of Operation Defense is helpless against the innocent citizens who have mutated.
That's horrible. Again, 200,000.
You're right on my tail. And here I thought I'd manage to shake you.
Oh my god.
So, what's your answer?
Take a guess. If you extend the signal lines from Pearl-X Tower and Duo Mention City outward, where do they intersect?
Seafeld City.
Okay.
To be more precise, the Seafeld TV Tower.
And that's where we first saw the first message, right? That's where it was kind of like where everything started.
Almost all the supplicants are there. Isn't Full Wish afraid it'll all be for nothing?
The more heated the battle, the more the wish power spirals into
That's so
mania.
true as well.
Maybe in her eyes, this is just catching them all in one fell swoop.
So what? So she thought that maybe having all the supplicants in one place means that, like, this is going to be like a two birds one stone situation.
Of course, there's no need for
look at
us to
Cell's
join
picture.
the fun. We'll leave Full Wish to the Astral Express.
Oh my god. A little bit of confidence in the Astral Express from Silverwolf, right? But yeah, that does make sense what Silverwolf said. The idea that, like, you know, if you cause a ruckus like that big and you have people fighting back, you have people fighting against the denizens of the abundance, you have a panic, you have people afraid, it is going to create more wish power. It's going to be even more powerful. That's what the aim was to do. That's why she wanted to scare people.
Now that we've locked onto the signal source, the rest is easy. Open a back door for me, and I'll crash the whole of Seafeld City for 300 seconds.
The whole of Seafeld City? Again, I have no doubt that she can do this. Whatever she's going to do, I have no doubt.
120 seconds. That's enough.
Knew you'd say that. Deal.
So is this like to stop the signal, or is this because... Yeah. So it seems like maybe she's going to crash the signal, maybe.
What happened?
Oh no. Something's interfering. Is it the message she got?
What's wrong?
It might be the message she got as well.
It's fine. Probably just lagging. You keep handling things here. I'll teleport somewhere closer to the target.
Yeah, it must be something to do with the person that messaged her as well. 5 seconds later?
Drat.
Drat?
Why is everything pitch black?
Just zoom your POV out a bit and you'll see.
Oh, it's a visual thing? Oh. Oh, no.
There was a little accident.
Oh, that's so
clicked
funny.
into the map.
I love that they add that too, because again, like, it's very game oriented. It's very like technological or technology oriented. Like, this is something that can happen as a mishap with like creating games, and the fact that she has a glitch happen to her as well is very, very funny. It's very funny.
Never thought I'd see you bug out
It's literally a bug. That is so charming.
Don't add insult to injury. The teleport failure rate is lower than 0.02%. It's just bad luck.
Yeah, but look, it's funny. It's funny. Yeah, gotta treat glitches as funny things. Oh my. Slow dripping down.
Give me a sec. I need to get unstuck.
Silverwolf is hilarious. Oh, a jump game? Oh my god.
I can
thought
tell.
it was gonna be a Silverwolf
A
outfit.
hacker definitely had a hand in salvaging the world in Canvas.
Summon a help bot. When Trailblazemon in server mode, press the ability button to summon help bot beneath you and move it. Ah, it can destroy things. Trailblazemon can leave a help bot on its own. Additionally, the help bot can interact with different ways with most special objects in interplanar jumps, such as pressure-sensitive beacons, pixicons, Waldenoon, and Pinpuntuns. Okay. Very fun. Oh, we can't do that. We can't go over the spikes even with that.
I'll spawn a helper and change my outfit while I'm at it.
Wait, can we change the outfit?
Wait, what is this outfit? Ugh, never mind. I'll debug it later.
It's funny that I thought there'd be like a different one for Silverwolf as well, but no. Oh, but down here. Is it? Very cool. These are always very, very fun. They're always very, very fun to do. I talked about at length about how like it's just like always like really great. I really great time with this. Allow us to get the coins there as well. And on this side too. How do we get down there, I wonder? Oh, did something change? Oh, okay, cool, okay. They did that. The little creatures on there. It's cool getting to see Silverwolf do this too, because it makes sense with her hacking and stuff like that also.
Finally made it out. Where am I?
The tone that this voice actor uses for Silverwolf's voice, we haven't been around Silverwolf long enough to hear the tinge so much so. Where am I? Finally made it out.
A residential zone. Quite a distance from the TV station. Whitelist registered. Ready to get things started.
It's also such an interesting idea to have like an IPC person in the ear of Silverwolf as she's doing some hacking, you know?
Something's off. Way off. Hold up. Someone's messing around behind the scenes here.
Legit.
I was clearly headed for Perlux Tower.
But you got taken off course.
Why? Time is precious. There's no need to backtrack.
The smile?
No, it's absolutely necessary.
There's so much like, again, you know, Silverwolf probably takes backtracking as a video game talk as well.
Because the genuine Pearl is still waiting for me at the office.
Wait, no! She's not talking to Pearl. It's whoever this hacker is.
When did you figure
That's
it out?
great. That's great stuff. Because again, it's like, and then like it's like they've been very positively encouraging us to go forward in a lot of ways too, and like, you know, saying, "Are you ready? Keep going." But Silverwolf was able to figure it out.
It was the practiced, confident tone you used when you said happiness syntax. You sounded like you knew everything all along.
Wow. Again, I noticed that when she said happiness syntax, Silverwolf did stop for a second, but I just thought it was because like she was like impressed. I thought she was impressed by the knowledge that she had. But no, she was like, oh, you shouldn't know this.
So, what exactly does Pearl want me to investigate?
Disaster stems from the tongue. A bad habit I just can't seem to break.
So who is this then?
Stop getting sentimental with that face, you shadow hiding behind Full Wish. Why don't you take off the mask and let me see which clown is underneath?
Do we think since we have seen the smiley faces, like it has something to do with that smiley face as well? Remember that Sparksy and Sparkle said that, or Sparksy said it was like that's what's pulling the strings behind the scenes? I wonder if it does have something to do with that smiley face as well.
Just what I had in mind. But
Oh no.
things off like this, well, it lacks a sense of ceremony.
Yeah?
Why don't we switch things up and
Is that the same voice?
reintroduce ourselves?
As emoji? It might be. It might be. I think it is. Remember the one that Sparksy met? Yeah, there it is.
Hey there, little guy. You've got a rather unique look.
Very creative, very unique look to this thing as well. So yeah, the whole time Pearl wasn't talking to us. It's very smart of Silverwolf to figure that out, because again, I just thought she was like legit impressed by her knowledge.
Since you look like a mean ball of chaos, I'll just call you Mr. Meanie.
Lovely.
No objections.
Great nickname.
Right?
Why so serious?
Oh god.
Do I look like I'm no fun?
I know that's not technically like a Dark Knight reference, but like because of the way it's in popular culture now, it technically is a Dark Knight reference. You know, you can't escape it.
I just want to play a game with you.
So again, great visual styling. The smile is so creepy, it's off-putting. They've been the one that's kind of interfering with us this whole time. And do you think it's? I wonder if it's a possibility. I'm asking in the air here. The idea that like maybe they are something that's pulling the strings behind Full Wish. Even the way Silverwolf said it's like, oh, like the thing behind Full Wish. Sparksy said the thing pulling the strings behind Full Wish. So I wonder if it is something like that.
Don't even think
Oh my
about
God.
it. I don't care if you're a fan or a lunatic. Get lost.
So sick. Look at this. Again, I love how like she is kind of cheesy in a way, but like because like she's like so leans into like the gamer talk, like it's actually kind of like it does a full lap and becomes cool. You know what I mean? Like because like if anyone else did this kind of thing and was like, you know, like get lost. I don't care if you're a fan. It would kind of be like whatever. Like because she leans so hard into like the game logic and the game talk and the technology like speak and the game speak, it becomes cool.
I'm not a fan, nor am I a lunatic.
This is such a like an interesting idea for a design, right? Like as something that is supposed to be like this thing that like has been interfering with all this stuff as well. It's literally just an emoji. And again, if you're talking about like mimicking popular culture, like what better way to describe like what a perceived happiness would be than a smile emoji?
Or perhaps it was because I was a fan that I became a lunatic. Without even realizing it, you've pointed out the very essence of the paths. How philosophical of you.
So, it's because I was a fan that I became a lunatic without even realizing. You pointed this. Okay.
There is something seriously wrong with
Genuinely.
you.
I'll take that as a compliment. I've heard your story and heard about those 76 accounts.
76?
Why does everyone in the cosmos, no matter how important they are, just love bringing that up?
What's 76? Like, what do they mean by the accounts? Like, did she create multiple accounts?
No offense. I just thought that, much like yourself, it's a not too shabby joke.
Joke?
I get it. You're the one who sent me the message.
Yes.
I always keep my word. You're dead meat.
You know what I mean? Like she has such like a 90s way of speaking, and again, because it's Silverwolf, it works so well. You know, this is such like an 80s, 90s insult. You know, you're dead meat, bro. And again, if it was any other character, it would be cheesy. With Silverwolf, it does a full circle. It becomes so fun. You know. Meanie Kitty, what the hell is this? What is happening here with all these emojis? Again, it's very creative. It's very dark. It has like a kind of like a almost like, I mean this is a compliment, like a kind of like a Halloween special vibe.
As long as you're willing, game time is infinite. And it doesn't matter if you're not willing. Nobody gets into the game, and nobody gets out.
The frantic nature of their voices as well.
Spoiler alert. The reward for clearing the game is I'll tell you my entire plan.
Okay, that's good, right? So we well, but still, it might be dangerous.
Finish playing. You'll be finished too.
So the again, great voice acting here for the emojis, great styling, great idea. Again, as I said, it feels like a Halloween special. But like also again, like the risk here is like obviously that it could be something dangerous, but the reward here is pretty great too if we are able to find out exactly what their plan is. Implant ether.
You done? Get lost.
Again, her insults are so 80s, 90s. I love it. She was able to get rid of them.
You're not even on your main account, and you want to play with me. Who do you think you're dealing with?
This is gamer extraordinaire.
I made a mistake. You're even more impatient than I'd imagined. You're a prisoner here. What gives you the courage?
That's the thing. Technically, she is trapped somewhere that, like, you know, is not her usual playground. But she's stepping right up to him.
Because I love playing Ethereum Wars.
which is a event, right? But again, she's like, her whole life is surrounded by like gamer talk and games, technology, like playing games. And I feel like it's just like, even like when she's insulting him here as well, it's like, you're not even on your main account. I love the way they characterize Silverwolf. And again, I haven't noticed it as much because we haven't been around her as much, and I feel like the way they do it here is like so fun, right? And seeing her stand up to this like really terrifying creature with like this kind of like 80s, 90s like, you know, backwards cap logic is it's so fun. Which way, nothing wrong with a backwards cap. If you look good in a backwards cap, do it. Do it.
What a shame. I prefer Cosmic Con Collective. Just a small card table.
Oh my god, the game talk.
It serves as a microcosm of the entire cosmos.
The game talk is great.
Just as the script foretold.
Wait, what?
In the end, Full Wish gets her wish.
Wait.
And the Arcadia becomes an abundance hellscape. Shu-Hu resurrects and transforms this rotten planet.
How did you know this? How did you find this out? Is this true?
What?
Or is he trying to distort this to make her feel this way? Because he said Shu was going to resurrect, which is what we thought like they were aiming for, right? Full Wish is going to win. This place is going to become a totally different place, if that's what he's saying.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it? There's another line. Judgment follows close behind as the hunt draws its bow to deliver a
The
gift.
freaking Lux arrow as well.
A Lux arrow.
Gee, what the hell?
Piercing through a Hatopia.
No, there has to be something. That can't be the end for this place. Because that would be the end. I want to make this clear. The Arbiter shooting a Lux arrow at a Hatopia, it is done.
Who exactly are you? Do you think you can write the script?
Yes, I'm saying, like, so Silverwolf's saying, like, this isn't part of the script that she's seen, I guess?
Oh, I imagine Elio's futile efforts look just
Oh my god, who is
like
this?
yours,
Who is this?
don't they? I not only know it, I can hold the pen.
What?
The future you abandoned will, by my hand, make a return as a spicy comedy.
He says he can hold a pen?
I've got it. How about we use this for the opening line? Tonight, a stallion hunter dies.
No. Never. And they said, like, the future you abandoned. Is that the future she abandoned when it came to, like, giving up the cartridge? Release the data avalanche. Oh my god, Silverwolf has answered everything. Thank god. Oh no, break the program shackles. Oh no, please.
My body isn't listening to me.
No, it's so weird to see Silverwolf not in a confident position. Please, someone help her. By the way, this is such a horror line as well, by the way. Tonight, a Stellar Hunter dies in Arcadia. Please do something.
The supplicant mask.
What do you mean? Where the mask is, like, interfering with her?
Finality versus elation. The moment when paths collide is always fascinating.
So the finality clashed with the elation here?
You will either die in a blaze of glory or die comically. I don't care. Both are equally amusing.
It's so brutal to see Silverwolf this way, right? Because Silverwolf could be, like, I genuinely at times Silverwolf could be in the face of, like, an Eon and still be saying sarcastic 90s insults.
I really have to ask, where does this
please get him. Please get him, Silverwolf. Please get him. Please get him.
Plain Arcadia is crawling with emanators. How are you going to take us on? With a single masked fool and a bunch of abundance minions?
Is she an emanator? They didn't say this before, right? She's an emanator. Because she said us on. How are we going to take us on? I genuinely did not expect this whatsoever. Yeah, like, that's because she's saying, how will you take us on? Silverwolf is an emanator. The last thing I expected, but what a way to reveal it as well in such a natural way. What is happening?
Do you know the secret to longevity? It's don't die. To be honest, my answer is pretty much the same.
What the hell?
The emanators you speak of are nothing more than a tenth of a pebble, a piece of wood, and...
This is so interesting because again, like, sorry, I'm really stopped by this as well. I know, like, this is one of those things that, like, it is a huge moment, but I just wasn't expecting, like, the reveal of her to be like an emanator. So, and again, she said it clashed with. Is she an emanator of finality, or is she an emanator of? Because said it clashed with elation too. So, could it be elation also? Could they be? And here's mentioned an energy speaker not more than a tenth of a pebble of an SEN so he's not scared of them either. So Silverwolf is an emanator.
Oh, and a warlord.
And Yaguan.
Who can you count on? You've even ruled yourself out.
I just wasn't, again, I not that you ever expected to find out who's an emanator, but like, she's so casual.
Full Wish is just a front. The real culprit behind all these strange incidents
there we go.
Is
Which
you.
Sparksy has figured out as well, right? Sparksy and Sparkle figured it out as well. And in fairness, Silverwolf already figured it out too, like there's someone else behind the scenes. And I think other people said it too, like there's no way that Full Wish can do this by herself.
Full Wish is a good student. Unlike me, she doesn't procrastinate. She's decisive, daring to take action by directly carving a smile onto everyone's
He said student, so either it has something to do with the school or has something to do with the idea that he is like teaching or something.
I'm willing to give
what the hell?
Project my full support. For instance, by trapping a certain buzzkill hacker in a dark zone.
No, you can't trap her here.
With no exit.
Please.
Or perhaps for you, that would actually be a treat.
I'm only hearing one thing. There aren't many people who can ruin your
Oh,
plans.
please, Silverwolf.
But I'm one of them.
Oh, please.
Your scheme is like a tower of blocks.
Oh my god.
All it takes is one little nudge from someone like me, and the whole thing comes crashing down.
Oh my god, please, 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 please.
Pulling out the blocks and watching it all come crashing down. That's my kind of game aesthetic too.
I'm gonna be so satisfied when she does this.
If you hadn't joined the Celeron Hunters, perhaps we could have been partners.
And this is like another unknown terror, right? Like, because just while we were getting to know Full Wish's antics more, like, you know, we revealed that there is someone behind pulling the strings. We kind of knew there should be at least. People were saying this. It's not that we surmise that, the characters did. And this thing is that we don't know what it is. We don't know what it's doing. But we do know it has the power to... It says itself has the power to write scripts. It says itself that it has all this knowledge of Silverwolf. Has the ability to probably like extend this freaking virus like out through these through these coding or whatever it is, whatever you call it. There's something way more terrifying behind Full Wish, and Full Wish is already terrifying.
You? Based on what?
On the grounds.
Oh no, don't say that. No, I need to believe in the Stellar Hunters. I need to believe in Silverwolf. I need to believe in her. Oh, Jesus Christ.
One last joke. On a scorching summer day, a popsicle was walking down the streets of the Arcadia and melted. Take a guess. What were its last words?
This is so creepy. This is so creepy.
It said,
what?
I've lost my cool.
Wait, just like, no, there's no way. There's no way. Just like that? What? My hands are literally in the air right now. What? I thought she was going to make a comeback.
What a pity. Compared to that popsicle, you don't even qualify as a joke.
What do we even do? Like, I genuinely thought she was going to make a comeback there. Release. Oh!
I'll ask.
Yes! Oh my god. Absolutely perfect. No, because legit, like, I was like, she's ready for a comeback. That they just destroyed her and pooped her out there. I was so shocked.
You. Based on what?
Oh my god. Yes, Silverwolf. Oh, you didn't like that? What? You said she wasn't fit to be a joke. Create a new avatar?
Allow me to explain. Ether copying. Out of this batch of supplicants, this is easily the most run-of-the-mill.
Was it she can copy herself? Refresh existing coordinates?
It wins.
Oh my god.
On being easy and effective. Perfect for veteran players. I gotta say, the Eon of Elation knows a thing or two about gaming.
Yeah, it's like very, it's I guess an effective ability, but like again, like so what he destroyed was just a copy?
You're way out of your league.
God.
You wanna play with me? Getting played by me is more like it.
I love her so much, man. And like I said, I don't mind saying this. The pure, like, you know, 90s comebacks, you're getting played by me. As I said, in anyone else's hands, cheesiest thing in the world. Silverwolf, coolest thing in the world. Look at there's the thumbs down again, you know? It works because that's her language. It works so well.
You're too prepared for this to be a spur-of-the-moment decision. Did you not trust Pearl from the very beginning?
They've already showed us and established that Silverwolf, even though she's trying to make deals with people, will always have contingency plans. Always.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
I don't trust anyone.
We remember specifically, she tried to get on Asheville's side and bugged his room, right? Like, even after asking for help and making a deal. She's so smart about this stuff. So smart.
There was a moment when I started to view everything that was happening with suspicion.
Oh, she's so great. That's her Stellar Hunters. She's getting such a limelight here. It's awesome.
Was it that 23-second
Wait.
discrepancy?
With that moment, I just thought it was like a... I just thought the moment was just going to be like... a fun Kafka moment or something, but I guess it was like, you know... something way more important?
Aren't you clever?
Oh my god.
Elio is nothing if not cautious when it comes to
Right.
variables that can affect the script.
What the hell? So what did he do?
Just because he can't see this place clearly doesn't mean he can't see
Oh
it
my
elsewhere.
god, so it's something to do with the 23 seconds? Was it a 23-second discrepancy? So Elio did something with this discrepancy?
The script he gave Kafka has nothing to do with Plain Arcadia, but it was
Oh, that's so cool
incredibly
if that's the
detailed.
case.
Every minute, every event, clearly laid out.
Oh my god.
If
What?
there's even the slightest discrepancy, it means I've got someone on my tail. Some mysterious figure capable of interfering
No
with
way.
the script.
No way. So like the... So it's like a code. So when Kafka said like, you know, she came with a 23-second discrepancy and then said like, you know, I think she said something about saving her life as well, right? That was a code.
Counting today's little stunt, you can add another item to the list. Mental instability.
Oh my god. No, so that's what it must have been. It must have been a code from Kafka. Like, and I don't know if like Elio said this is a code, but like the fact that there was a 23-second discrepancy and Elio was so serious about these scripts showed Silverwolf that someone is messing with the scripts, or at least like you're going to be in trouble today or something is going to happen today. Like giving her an indication. What a cool way of doing that. That is so sick. Oh my god.
A brilliant callback. It proves precisely why you are helpless against my abilities.
Helpless?
Why not take a look at the present? Killing you once is no different than killing you 1 billion times.
Well, he's gonna do it again and again.
Unfortunately for you, I have all the patience in the world, while you are out of time. This Arcadia is on the brink of destruction. You are
The music in the background as well. So he's saying like, I can just kill every one of you, every copy of you.
Unfortunately for you, plain Arcadia is none of my business.
Let's go. I'm so supportive of her now.
I have no patience, and I don't care about time. I'm here for a mission, and Elio's objective from the very beginning was to smoke
Wait,
you
so
out.
the plan? Okay, the plan for the very beginning was to stop this guy. It wasn't genuinely to do with the Phantasma games or the catastrophe. For that, Silverwolf's plan was to Elio's objective was to destroy this guy. Elio, man. Like, it's so crazy how, like, just when you think that you have all the answers, the Stellar Hunters change all the questions. You know what I mean?
Take a guess. Who's the hunter?
So freaking cool.
And who's the prey? When I rip your head off and kick
So
it into
sick.
the dark
So sick.
zone, will your powers still work
Look
then?
at one of the backers doing a scrunch face as well.
Come to think of it, I have seen a script. I have a friend who is a master at inspiring others. We work together flawlessly. And one particular possibility.
What's the possibility?
You two will kneel before us and offer up Aha's head with your own hands.
Then just you
I love this. There's confidence coming from both sides here. There is, but like the music here is wild as well.
You're dead meat.
Oh my god!
I'll say it again. I always
Oh my god.
keep my word.
She's actually sick though, isn't she? Oh my god. I'm so happy that she came out at least favorably in this 110%. I was worried for a second because she was so confident, but then I was worried that something was going to happen there after that as well.
Just moments ago,
Oh no, not these guys.
exposed the Herald of Death scandal and paid for it with their life.
Are you joking? Again, they're trying to spread this propaganda. Again, the stuff with Silverwolf, so incredible. Again, I was worried because at times I was like, oh, she's so confident. Then all of a sudden she started looking like very downtrodden. And when he like popped her away, I genuinely thought like, okay, something bad has happened here. This guy's like, to Silverwolf. And then when I saw all those copies come out, that's such a great moment. Again, I love the dialogue of Silverwolf. I love the very 80s, 90s, like, backwards cap kind of like, you're dead meat. You know what I mean? Like, and like the kind of very like gamer talk as well is very funny too. But also finding out she's an emanator of, well, whatever it is, either like it's finality or aha, right? Or elation. Which is something, again, which means that she's very powerful. Means that she's more powerful than we ever thought. Which is also so interesting as well when you think about it. It's like, this character who was like a character who was on the side, on the periphery, who always was doing amazing stuff with the Shadowhunters too that we appreciated so much. But I even said it in a previous episode, like last episode, like Silverwolf is like a character who like, I never really like adored in the same way I love the other characters. I adored her because she's Stellar Hunter, like on the baseline. But like, they're really having her step up here, and I think it's one of those things where it's like, oh my god, she's so fun. She's so charming to be around. She's so like, she's such a fun way of speaking. The way she speaks to people, the way she's able to figure this stuff out as well. The stuff with the Kafka thing is so interesting as well, with the 23-second variable showing them that there's something wrong here, and they both realize that in that moment. That's so sick. Like, it's really great they're showcasing her in this way, honestly, because I feel like it like fills in the gap of the Stellar Hunters. I love Kafka. I adore her to pieces. I love Blade. I adore her to pieces. I adore Firefly. But it was just like, hey, I really like Silverwolf because she's a Stellar Hunter as well, but we didn't get to know her as much, right? And I love her dynamic with the other characters, but we didn't get to know her as much. But I'm glad we're getting to see more of her, and she's like so fun as well. We have another interesting moment.
The IPC used a monster named Shuhu to create an infectious virus.
Stop. Again, I have no problem bashing the IPC, but like, we have to do it truthfully, right?
Massive numbers of civilians have been transformed into the walking dead. Your family and friends could all fall victim.
And this is such a scary image as well. And again, it's going to scare existing people who haven't been injected are going to be terrified of this. That's so, again, oh my god. again, it's making full wish like she's gonna fight for you guys, you know, and she's not even a supplicant.
Listen to that. So,
Yep.
we're full-blown villains.
You are demons now. Like, it's no longer a thing of like people are just having an unfavorable view of you. They see you as people who have caused a devastating catastrophe to this world.
As for the remaining supplicants,
I can't reach them. We'll just have to take things one step at a time.
Which the other supplicants that we can get to help are, I have the list here. I wrote it down. Evanesia is doing stuff right now with Yao Guan. Stella's here. Silverwolf is off doing stuff with the emoji. Sparksy was fighting the emoji, but we don't know what happened after that as well. Sunday is here. Ashvale's here. Pearl is off doing other stuff as well. And then the other supplicants are all denizens of the abundance.
just a few minutes ago, these people were talking and laughing.
Yes, such a sudden change.
We overestimated our opponent's humanity.
Man, what a way to put it. Like, because we thought that they wouldn't go to these lengths, we now... we thought that they couldn't go this far. We thought the debate had something planned, right? But we thought it was actually going to be a debate, right? We thought we were going to step up on stage. We overestimated how, good of a person she could be, even though we knew she wasn't a good person. We even gave her too much credit at that point. Which is crazy. Can I get Lan to glance my way?
They can't die. I hope that puts you at ease.
And look at the stuff in the background as well, all the stuff on the screens too.
This is a matter of life and death, and we don't have time here to be sentimental. Otherwise, there will only be more casualties. No. It's probably more like wanting to die, but being unable to.
Man.
I used to be a fan of the Nameless, too. I'd excitedly tell everyone they're true heroes.
This is so, again, look, it's painting us in such a terrible light, like it's saying, and this is another bit of manipulation. Like, if you were a fan of the Nameless, it's okay, to not like them anymore.
But look at how that turned out. They don't care at all about whether the
Is that
Arcadians
it?
lives or dies.
Is that the Express?
What do we get for our sincerity? The Astral Express just smugly declares another trail to
Oh
blaze.
my god, and again, it's selling the idea that after we're done here, we're like, whatever, let's keep going, you know? Oh.
I ask you, what gives you the right to call yourself a trailblazer?
This is so brutal. This is so brutal.
Are you okay?
Because here's the thing, right? Like, even if we know this isn't true, we know this is not a fact. We know this is all bullcrap. It still would affect you, right? It still would affect you. Taken out of context, I'm speechless. It's fine. It's nothing we can't handle. She sure is away with words. I mean...
Twisting the facts. That's the only move she's got. I've seen it all before.
She's a propaganda artist. She's a propaganda artist.
Wish power is gathering. I have to say, Full Wish's approach is proving quite effective.
Let's quiet down the onlookers first. With the IPC helping out with crowd control, hopefully it won't be too much of a hassle.
You'd hope. Because again, this is going to create a mass amount of wish power. Who we texting?
Con artist? In bed?
Oh, it's all what people are saying about us online.
No shame.
Isn't this completely out of control? What is Pearl doing?
Yeah, what is it? We will know, was it Pearl who sent Silverwolf in, or did Pearl... I think Pearl left. Pearl wasn't with Silverwolf when she was doing the... Pearl was there at the first start, but then it switched to being this emoji guy.
We're past the point of no return. The longer this drags on, the worse our odds get.
But public opinion is a double-edged sword, and we can use it to our advantage.
Yeah?
If we can just tear off Full Wish's mask, the tables will turn in an instant. The others must be taking action too.
Oh my god, look at them. It is an incredible design. It is. It really is.
Looks like we aren't the only ones making a move.
And the pressure they put on these characters, right? Like, the thing as well, and I love what Himiko says here, oh no, we can't look at it again. But yeah, the idea of, reversing the pressure. But, I think that what's so great about this whole scene with this pressure that's put upon us, right? Or this whole moment that's put on us too, is that, this is it's a play on something that has been a truth for the longest time, right? Which is when we go to a region, the majority of times we go there, people want our help. People want us to save things. People want us to protect things. People want us to be that person that can protect people. And then what happens here now is that we have been trying to help people, But now this is one of the first areas, because of what's happening with the propaganda and the injection, all this stuff too. This is one of the first areas that we've been in that like people are just plainly saying to the Astro Express, get the hell out of here. We went to Amphorius and people admired us. Final wanted to become a trailblazer. We went to the Xi'an show, and while like we had a rocky start with a lot of people in that group there as well, they wanted our help. The people in Balebog wanted our help. Again, I want to make clear, not always. Sometimes there isn't a version of the Astro Express because that's what makes the story interesting. But again, there is a stage where people go like, we can use your help, right? We can definitely use your help. Here's just like, they don't, like these people now don't want us here. It's such a brutal like change, but again, it plays on the fact of how people have such a high opinion of the Astro Express and now Planet Arcadia doesn't. Oh?
Let's make this quick. In the tradition of the Phantasmoon games, it's supplicant versus supplicant.
Himiko?
Audience against audience.
Okay.
Then I'll be counting on the navigator to watch my back.
Okay. Wait, so is Himiko saying that she's gonna fight this then?
Please, be careful.
She is. She's saying I'm the audience, so I have to fight back. You guys go on and do your thing. You're the supplicants. Oh, Himiko, no, I love you so much, Himiko.
How should I put it? This feels like destiny.
We're talking a lot about Destiny today. Himiko, I know Himiko will survive, but Himiko, you better not have a scratch on you because I will rip apart every single thing that they've ever created here.
15 years ago, I defeated the Herald of Death with my own 2 hands. 15 years later, you have donned the supplicant's mask.
Your daughter.
I trust that if I could pull it off, there's no reason you
She's so
can't do the
motivating.
same.
She's so motivating. You stay safe too. She's motivating, she's beautiful, she's amazing, she's incredible.
Go forth and trailblaze
Oh
your
my god,
victory.
I know she's gonna be okay, but leaving her behind in any way, shape, or form just feels awful. Feels absolutely awful. This is probably the good place to end the video here as well. We do battles, but like, I feel like oftentimes in Honkai Star Rail, we just don't do like, like the backdrop is really cool. It's really, really cool.
Ouch. All in. Stand
It's a really cool backdrop.
Bust.
I haven't even pressed the button yet.
Or
I love this team. I haven't even pressed the button yet. Wait.
Relax.
It's on auto. Because at first I was like, these are just counter moves, then I was like, wait a second, what's happening here?
Watch your head.
It was I didn't click auto, did I? Maybe I clicked it by accident. Is my controller being weird? Because like earlier on it was like advancing on the story. Right? That's very funny. Because at first I was like, oh, they're doing all the counter moves and stuff like that as well. But then like, I don't know, I'm an idiot. I was like, wait a second.
Never last. Time
That's
to
very
fade
funny.
by.
Wow, my team's just doing everything itself. Auto.
Boom.
Is there something up with my controller or something? Because like earlier on, like a button, like the advanced button got pressed, and I twice, and I did not press it. I wasn't even touching it.
Fun.
Love the backdrop for this, by the way.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
Let's get out of here, because I think this is probably a good place to end the video, and we'll talk about all the stuff that's happened here as a big cliffhanger as well. Man, this was such a amazing experience in terms of like just everything we've learned and all the stuff that we've come across. It's terrifying at times, but like really incredible with the stuff with Silverwolf and like the stuff with Kafka and Silverwolf together. The understanding of like, you know, full wishes, full plan, not full plans here, but then even like seeing the stuff with Evanescence and Yaguana and like the drawing out of this like taboo thing she's going to do as well, and the powers that she doesn't want to draw out as well, Evanescence also. The stuff with Silverwolf and the emoji and how like great that conversation was, and seeing Silverwolf fight back was so incredible too. Seeing Himiko stand up for us in the last moment here also, which he always does. And then the stuff with the 200,000 denizens of the abundance being arising and taking over basically Planet Arcadia, and it all being blamed on us. There's so many things here that's just so tense and so incredible what they've done here. So another, honestly to me, just fantastic moment in Planet Arcadia. I actually think Planet Arcadia is just so incredible. I think the pacing is incredible. I think the story's been incredible. I think the reveals have been insane. I think it's just so freaking fun to watch all the stuff that's going on here and terrifying at the same time too. We had the debate being cancelled for us with Full Wish, and it's so crazy because my biggest fear going into this whole episode was the idea of doing this debate, and little I know that there was way worse things on the horizon. I generally felt it during this. I was like, oh, like you guys heard me. I was like, the scariest thing in this game so far has been a debate. Not because I'm afraid of talking to people. Like I'm a yapper. I can argue for days. I'll do it no problem. But not that I'm good at it. But I'll do it for days. But like it's one of those things where it's the fear of what Full Wish could do. And what Full Wish did is I thought Full Wish was going to do something to just make us look worse. She did do that, but in a way that I never thought could be even possible. She basically did an announcement that a lot of the society members were infected with like a power of the abundance, Shuhu's remains. She makes this like really propaganda-filled connection to the Astro Express, which again we said is why she's a master of propaganda and why she was able to take these 200k people, 200k by the way, which is insane, and make it seem like we were the bad guys that they turned into monsters in the abundance. And she was able to do this and make it seem like it was the Astro Express fault because, again, the best lies are based on a small amount of truth, right? And that's what's so scary about people who lie all the time, right? Is because they will take something that is partly true. They will take stuff that they've heard before, and and the analogy I would give is or the example I would give is say you're in a workplace, and someone forgets to. Let's say someone 1 week forgets to hand in the group the company project for the week, and it happens oh, don't let that happen again, Gerald. And Gerald's like, oh, sorry. But then Toady is a liar. All the time he's a liar. Next week Toady forgets to do it, and then all of a sudden he goes, hey, yeah, I didn't get to hand in that thing today, but Gerald said he would hand it in for me, right? It's like taking this truth where it's oh, Gerald did forget before. Maybe it was Gerald's fault, right? It's taking this essence of oh yeah, I know he forgot it before, and then manipulating it for to make it into a lie. It's horrible. It's so bad, and it's what Full Wish does here because Full Wish says stuff that is technically true, right? We defeated the Daybreak Warriors, right? The squadron. Dan Hong is technically walking around with Blade. Not technically, he is. He's walking around with Blade, and it looks bad from an outside perspective. Sunday is a fugitive from the family. This is factual. This is all true, right? But the way that it's framed, by the way, is the way that is what matters. The Astro Express is working with the IPC, right? But again, it's the way it's framed. It's always the way it's framed because she's taken all those things that are very true and stretching them to be what is way worse than it is, right? Oh, all these people are infected with the abundance. Blade also has the abundance inside of him, and Don Hung, who's an Astro Express member, is walking around with him freely. What is Don Hung actually doing? He's watching over Blade to make sure nothing happens to him and make sure he doesn't do anything. That's what Don Hung is doing. He's trying to prevent any disaster from happening. The Astro Express is working with the IPC, who, by the way, have no problem coming here and taking over stuff. What's the actual truth? The Astro Express are working with the IPC. I want to make this clear. They are working with the IPC at times, right? But it's a mutual agreement to help Planet Arcadia. It 100% is. That's what the Astro Express perspective is, right? Then you have the stuff with Sunday. He's a fugitive. And of course, he came here with the IPC as well, didn't he? He came in, he's working with the IPC as well. A fugitive's working with the IPC? Instead of what it actually should be framed as, which is just which again, it's hard to not frame as someone being a fugitive of Penacony, right? Because no matter what, it is going to be a situation where he's going to look bad to the public. It's going to look bad. It's hard not to lie about it. But again, he's here helping the people of Planet Arcadia. He's here as a supplicant. But again, that's even more terrifying for the people as well. It's about stretching all of these truths into lies. It's the way you frame them. If you said, oh yeah, the Astro Express are working with the IPC, but they're not actually doing anything bad. They're not trying to do anything bad here. They're actually trying to help Planet Arcadia. Don Hung is watching over Blade, so he doesn't do anything bad. You know what I mean? Ashvale is working with the IP. Also, all this stuff, again, if you framed it the way that actually is honesty, it's it doesn't sound as bad, but she's able to frame all this stuff in a very, very terrible way. And that's how she puts the blame on us for the 200k people that start to turn into abundance monsters. And it's a terrifying scene. Because at the time when they turned into all these monsters, I was just kind of already horrified that this would happen. But then I was later on, we found out it was 200k. I was oh, they did it all at once. This wasn't a situation where like, oh, like maybe at some point they might do it, or they just started off with a few. They did it with like everyone all at once, and not just them. They also infected other people as well, along with this too. And I think it was all done through like a phrase, which was like unhappiness is its sin, I think it was. But yeah, it was all done through this like one phrasing as well. It's a very, very dark moment, and it's only made darker by the fact that it's 200k people, 200k, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, like an insane moment. And as I said, like it's one of those things where, of course, we understand from the public's perspective why they would be afraid of this, because again, that's how easy it is to. And as you said, it's so easy. I'm not blaming the people for being like they're the bad guys, right? Because if you're sitting here in your city, right, and already you're worried about the IPC intervention, already you're worried about Blade, and you're worried about like, you know, the Herald of Death stuff that's happened. Your Daybreak Squadron members have been defeated by Stell, and there's a fugitive here now from the family in Penacony who's on the run, who's also then working with people from the IPC. Like it's one of those things that from that perspective, it's like all that lack of trust and the built up lack of trust explodes. And as a person, and again, we like to think we're above it. We like to think we're above it. But if you're already someone who's sitting there thinking that the IPC, which again, IPC sucks. So I'm not going to sit here and say like they're wrong for thinking the IPC is bad. They are bad, right? But if you want to sit here and you already feel that way, and you already feel the distrust of the Astral Express, and you already like are fearful of what's happening with the Herald of Death and all this stuff too, and you see all these monsters come out of like these people and they grow into like this like crazy kind of like creatures. And then you learn that an abundance creature, technically, or someone with the abundance inside of him is walking around with an Astral Express member who you already have a lack of trust for what happened with the Daybreak Squadron. I'm not going to sit here and blame the people that believe this. At all. I'm not. I can't. Right? Because I can't act high and mighty like I'm so smart and I'm so intelligent. Because what it appears to be is the Astral Express have brought someone here that shouldn't be here that has caused this. Full Wish has been curing everyone's sadness. Why would she do this? And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's the question. We move on to stuff with Evanescia. Evanescia talks about who she was before. She is asked to use the power of the Arbitrator, but she doesn't want to use it because it's so powerful that this can cause like some really... She's terrified of it. She's terrified of what this power could be. She explains that she was like the tree. In my view, she was like a tree that was taken by a Ha. That's why I'm guessing it's a Ha. And she was transplanted into here. At one point, she was a searcher of the elixir of life. She was at the point proud to never yield. She was proud to be destructive, but that's what she was at that one point in time. Aha said he would teach her like true joy. And again, I'm going with the idea that it's Aha, that's the meddler. And she said she actually felt like it actually was kind of true, because through that kind of like learning of what elation was, she became who she was today. So that's kind of her story of where she came from. But her power of who she was before is what she's kind of terrified of, the utilization of that power. And she says to Yao Guan that there's no boundaries really in the only boundary that can be crossed in the Phantasm Moon games is to put an end to the games or to impede the games. That's the only thing that could be a problem with the games as well. And she's afraid of like, you know, using this power because it could become to like some catastrophic effects. It really can. As long as someone's not breaking the rules, there's not a problem here for them as well. So it is like one of those things where that's what we learn where Evanescia is. You can understand her frustration and anger with this too, and fear of using something like this as well, because that can, you know, cause a catastrophe, when she's also saying that she's found elation in a lot of ways too in her life. So you have Yao Guan then talking to her and trying to like, you know, talk her through this. And I think in a way that like Yao Guan is saying that like she talks about her mask that she wears when she has to be this cold-blooded killer. And again, it's not trying to frame Yao Guan as perfect, right? I hope, and again, I don't think it is. It's trying to frame it like exactly what it is. She said she has to put on this mask when she has to like kill people, you know? She talks about how when she gets here, fate is shifted again and again, and she truly believes that she can only truly put her trust in people and Evanescia, saying Evanescia is the one that can rewrite this. Evanescia is the one that can do something. Evanescia is the only one who can, not the only one, but one of the people that will change fate here in this place as well. And again, it's one of those things where like we're listening to like her say this, and it's like so it's dark to listen to as well, because it's one of those things when you hear someone saying that they also have to put on a mask when they have to like cause like a lot of violence as well. But she's trying to convince Evanescia that like, you know, this is the best possible option for everybody right now with 200k monsters of abundance running about the place. She cannot access the arbitrator power, I believe, until there is a transgression in the games. It makes sense because in this world, what matters is attention. And if a Ha can laugh at someone suffering, that's attention. If a Ha can laugh at someone dying, that's attention. that is clicks, that is people noticing you, that is entertainment for people. And with Evanescia, she realizes the only way she can do this is to pretend that is to break a rule. And the rule she's going to break, and she did break, is to tell Yao Guan the true meaning of the games, so she can activate this arbitrary power. And I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't know what power this is going to be. I don't know how terrifying this is going to be, but it is going to be something that will be like possibly very scary. And they didn't tell us what it was. They just told her, which I think is a great narrative technique. I'm never frustrated by this stuff. I think a lot of times people like sometimes do get frustrated by like, you know, when like say a whispered thing that they say to someone. I love the type of stuff. Like there's a show that I watched, or a movie that I watched in a show. Some people might be able to get it by the time, but I don't want to spoil it. Where like there's this whispered thing that he says to a character, and they never reveal what he said. Up to now, they don't reveal what he said to the character, and I actually like that because leaving it up in the air is such a beautiful thing as well. But it is like, again, as I said, a very like dark moment. While this feels like kind of inspiration in some ways, it's dark to me because now she's gonna have to access something she never wanted access to be able to fix this thing as well. For sure, yeah. And we have the stuff with Silverwolf as well in this episode, and I actually think this is one of the best showcases of Silverwolf as a character ever, and one of the best showcases of a character ever. Because as I said, I truly do love the Stellar Hunters. I don't care what anyone says. I don't feel bad about liking bad characters, quote unquote. I don't feel bad about liking characters that are a bit like underhanded. I don't care. We all have characters that are flawed that we love, right? So I'm never going to feel bad for loving my flawed babies. You know what I mean? My flawed mother, Kafka. My flawed boyfriend, Blade. My flawed sister, Firefly. And my flawed little cousin, Silverwolf. I'm not going to feel bad about this, okay? And my flawed uncle who never comes to the party, Elio. But like everyone always talks about him as if he's there. I'm not going to feel bad about that. I'm not. And I never will. And it's one of those things, as I said, like I always say this, but like I don't answer those questions either anymore. When someone goes, well, what about this character? Like you condemn this character, but you don't condemn this character. The end of is always like, I always talk about characters in the most fair way possible. I can still love a character that's flawed. I still can, and I will. End of. There's no discussion about that. I can love a character that's flawed and still point out the flaws and still condemn a character you like as well. It's just the way things go. It's like, you know, just like you can condemn a character that I love, right? But I've always been consistent with like calling out characters I love while still loving them as well. And also understanding where they can come from sometimes, because the Stellar Hunters have like saved people's lives. Yeah, but I just want to say as a side thing, like I love them dearly. This wasn't me trying to explain myself because I don't need to explain myself, but I was also at the same time too, like, because I think sometimes when I say this stuff, people go like, you don't have to explain yourself, Calvin, but like, I'm talking to you guys. You guys are my audience. And it's one of those things where like some people will listen to this and be like, hey, what the hell? But the majority of you guys, I want you to understand my perspective on like why I love a character so much. I love them. We have the stuff with Kafka showing up to Silverwolf as well. And this is one of the best things ever. It's so freaking good. And we'll talk about like the Kafka thing in a minute, like, because I feel like we want to talk about chronologically maybe in a bit. But the 23 seconds thing and the don't lose the aha is so fantastic. Like, what a moment. We see like a flashback with Silverwolf as she goes into like the when she starts hacking. And it's something about like a cartridge that she stole back. She says she doesn't believe in destiny, but like she wants, but this cartridge contains like what could possibly be your end. And Kafka talks about like, are you scared or excited about the end? And it says level 999 above it, which like a video game, maybe that's like where her level is ending. But Silverwolf says she's bored, so she's technically not her. She says her. So maybe the ending is like her, whoever this her is, the ending maybe is level 999. And she's saying that I'm not there yet because I'm definitely bored right now. And she is bored. I think it's a big trait of Silverwolf as a character. I think that she, which is why when they said she's an emanator later, is it wrong to think that she could be an emanator of elation? Right? Because they said later, like, there was a clash between finality and elation. It could be that was what they're saying. But also, like, the fact that she's always, like, in a way, looking for entertainment. Right? She's always looking to be entertained, and she gets bored very easily. So I wonder if there is, like, an element there, like, where that's what that's what about. But I love her character always, like, seeking some sort of entertainment. But yeah, I don't know fully what that scene means, but it seems like we're going to have to remember that scene and what that means as well. And the idea of her not believing in destiny, but Kafka trying to convince her the journey is important as well. It's an interesting scene with like some beautiful artwork as well. She goes around examining people and she kind of finds out that the activation like code from the syntax the happiness syntax was unhappiness is a sin. And this activated people, or it seemed like it's like a sleeper agent code that activated all these people and turned them into these abundance creatures. Which is, again, a very, like, you know, scary thing to think about. It's a very dark thing to think about, but that's exactly what happened. And she's able to realize this and find this out. And it's even like, it's not just like, and the way she frames it is like, you know, it's very Silverwolf way of framing it. But she's saying what she said, we said it the whole time, is like people like kind of gave in to this stuff here, these injections, this stuff here. And we talked about this at great length, so much so. It makes so much sense that people would fall for this, because this is one of the most like tainted cities. You know, the city, you know, the city is haunted by ghosts. Great song. This could be anywhere else in the world by Alexis on Fire. Listen to it, it's a really good song. But like it feels like that, where it's like this city is constantly haunted. It's haunted by ghosts. It's haunted by the memory of what's happened before, and it's a very dark thing for these people that live here. It's very sad. And that's why I think that, like, you know, it's this constant pressure all the time for people to just live day to day and to remember the stuff that happened before. So it doesn't really shock me that people would jump to like do this injection or anything as well. Again, I don't blame these people. These people were vulnerable and they were in a poor place. But she says it's like, yeah, these people, like, you know, he gave up on the pressures of life and ended up taking this injection instead. But it was this emoji that we keep seeing. And she calls him Meanie. And we saw this before when it came to Sparksy and Silverwolf. We saw it before when we saw the stuff with we saw it before with the stuff with the kind of visual of the pop-in of the smiles, and it's been everywhere. That visual of the smile emoji has been everywhere. And what we find out, and what's maybe not find out, but Silverwolf said is like, this person is but possibly behind all of this. This thing behind the emoji, this Mr. Meanie, this emoji Meanie. He talks about just script and how like things can like change. He talks about how the Shuhu will resurrect and the planet will be transformed and the Lux arrow will be pointed at it, which again means, by the way, that this place will be absolutely warped, destroyed, and then the Rainbow Arbiter will end it. A vicious way of looking at things and a horrible outcome to have this stuff too. It sounds like he's talking about like a script himself, and maybe the idea of maybe being able to edit a script, which would be absolutely terrifying as well. But we know that he is possibly behind the stuff. No, definitely behind the stuff with Full Wish, because he even talks about Full Wish is like so useful. She just grits her teeth and does what she does to help this whole situation. And during this stuff as well, we find out that Silverwolf is an emanator. And I didn't know this unless this was said before, but we find out she was an emanator. Unless like it was said and I just completely forgot about it, guys, and that's my bad. But Silverwolf is an emanator. And she could be an emanator of elation. That's what I'm thinking now, after thinking about like all this stuff, like kind of like more often after with this as well. She could be an emanator of elation. But also it's one of those things where like beyond her being an emanator, she like talks about it in a way that's kind of like, I'm an emanator. You're like there's so many emanators here as well. Do you really think you're gonna get away with this? And it's one of those moments where like I'm so rooting for Silverwolf here, and it's such a cool reveal. She gets popped away as she's talking, and I genuinely think for a second, oh my god, like what did he just do? Did he actually be Silverwolf? And then she shows off her abilities here as well. The mask ability she has, which is to create like these kind of like ether copies of herself and like, you know, duplicate herself. And I love the way Silverwolf talks throughout this entire thing. I love the kind of thumbs down, calling him dead meat, doing the kind of 90s insults. The very gamer talk is very fun for her as well. You know, even saying like, you know, you like talking about playing online and all this stuff as well is really, really charming. But the big reveal of all of this, alongside the Emanator stuff, is that Silverwolf knew something was wrong from the start. She knew that Pearl wasn't actually in her ear. She knew that she was going to run into something here that was going to be pretty dangerous, and she revealed that Elio wanted her to snuff this thing out already. So we have this already happening here, where it's like this, really, like, you think that she's back against the wall, but really she's like figured this out like from a while ago. And the way they do it is so masterful. By having Kafka show up 23 seconds late to meet with her, it's a big deal, because Elio is someone who will keep the script to a meticulous degree, because any slight changes will mean that something has changed. And so Elio allowing Kafka, or it's like Kafka showing up 23 seconds late, shows to both Kafka and Silverwolf that something is wrong right now. Something has happened that isn't exactly right. And that to me is like one of the best ways that they show this off, because again, like at the time we just thought like, oh, maybe Kafka's just being kind of casual. in the end, it was actually instead like shows that like Elio wanted them to know something is up, be prepared, don't lose the aha. And that's another thing I said as well. Don't lose the aha sounds like maybe like don't lose the elation, don't lose to this place or whatever. But it's such a great reveal. Not only that, but she realized that that Pearl wasn't Pearl when she knew what the happiness syntax was. What a freaking amazing moment. I was over the moon when I saw that moment with Silverwolf when she was on the phone as well. And not on the phone, sorry, when she was talking to Kafka. And like, because at the time it's just like, oh, that's interesting. Kafka was a little bit late. But it's like, no, that was a communicative thing to show you are in danger and something will happen. Be prepared. How sick is that? How sick is using the idea of these scripts that are supposed to be meticulous, on point, and always perfect, and using that as a way to kind of be like, no, like something's wrong. So cool. Such a cool idea. Such a freaking awesome idea. I love this moment as well, so much so. Because again, it shows like how like prepared Silverwolf is and how close the Stellar Hunters are, how much the script plays such an important part in their lives. It's all so important, and it's such an amazing moment. But the visual of this emoji is also really terrifying too. Like it has a really warped face. Coming up against Silverwolf, I can't believe she's not scared, but again, she's so like, strong in terms of her confidence. It's a great moment, and honestly, it's a really great idea having like this kind of maybe the main baddie of the soul story, be represented by a smile emoji, especially in a world that is all about attention and gaining attention. And we kind of ended on just like us like leaving to sort things out while Himiko stays behind to hold things off for us. And I feel like it's one of those moments again that Himiko's being so supportive and always been so supportive of us, and it's a really beautiful ending, coupled with the stuff that's already happened in this episode, which is really terrifying with the 200k supplicants, with Silverwolf and her battle with the smile emoji, which was like really a really big moment story-wise and reveal-wise and also excitement-wise as well, but also like a really like nerve-wracking moment as well. So to have like Himiko be there and kind of like tell us to be like, be careful, right? And to like go off by yourself, you do what you need to do. We have our trust in Himiko, and while we're worried to keep her behind, it is a beautiful moment of showcasing once again how much she cares about us and how much she will support us in these moments as well. It's really, really great stuff, honestly. Guys, I'm having such a fantastic time with this game. I think it's so incredible. All the different reveals that are happening here. I think the pacing is incredible. And again, it's one of those things where I have to say, like, it's like it's not better or worse pacing than Amphorius. I think Amphorius like would have like a 40-minute cutscene, right? Then I think there's one time we spent like an hour in one cutscene or one scene. That happens. It will happen. But Amphorius was about dragging you in and keeping you there and like wearing you down. And I think it's so incredible in Amphorius. But I feel like Planet Arcadia is all about like, making the pacing really like quick and like now this is happening, now this is happening. And it's different ways of doing it, but just really effective ways of doing it for their own respective places. Amphorius does it really well. And then Planet Arcadia does it really well, but it's like there's two different ways of doing it. I feel like Amphorius made us like feel like we were like dying all the time, intentionally so. And Planet Arcadia makes it feel like things are absolutely still terrifying, but it makes it feel like we're always like moving, right? And I feel like there's like two different ways of doing it, and they're both intentional ways of telling a story, in my view, and both really well done ways of telling a story. I've been having such a good time with this. Silverwolf was such a great showcase here. The stuff with Evanescence and Algan actually surprised me how well done the actual conversations between the two of them were. I think that it actually like is a surprising dynamic between the two of them. The stuff with Blade, I wonder what's going to be happening there and how that's going to affect him now that he's going to be like public enemy number one. The Astrospec is public enemy number one. We're no longer the darlings of the world. We're now being affected by like all this propaganda. We have to deal with that too. What's the arbitrator powers going to look like for Evanescence? All this stuff is really terrifying and really, really like gonna stop us in our tracks, right? It definitely is, but we're gonna see exactly how that goes as well. But guys, thanks so much for watching this. Thank you for supporting the series. Thanks for being so incredible as always. It's always great to have you along for the journey. And if you want to see these videos early, you can do so on YouTube members or on Patreon for €1 or whatever's in your currency, and you get every single video, including Honkai Star Rail, early on YouTube members and Patreon for the entire month that you are pledged for €1. If you want to see your name go by in the text credits, which is going by right now, that is the Chunky Baby Gangsta tier at €10, and you get your name in every single video for the entire month you're pledged and the text credits. If you want to hear your name be shouted out at the end of every single video, that is the I Can Never Repay the Baby Gangsta tier on YouTube members and Patreon at €15, the highest tier. And I want to say thank you to the highest tier of Patreon first, that being Typharo2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Delicious Felix, Yuld, Anusta, Yasassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Casperian, Neo Showerite, Leah 200, Malcolm Goday, Axler21, And the highest tier of my YouTube members, Blasco, Lucinagi, and Zay. See you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.